I'm taking it to. Whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna be making it.
And good evening. Welcome now to Mules Stadium in Poplar Bluff. I'm Frankie Castillo. It is a brand new football season. It is 6:20 on the dot. And let me tell you that we are coming to you live on Facebook and on YouTube and right here live on the radio as well. Let's go ahead now, welcome in our first guest of this football season. Very good friend of ours. I've got Mr. Brian Rosner. And I tell you what, Brian, here we go. You and I, we've been doing this a long time, and it's always an exciting feeling to be in a brand new season.
I can't wait till the marching band starts up and we get to hear that, fight song going, and it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. And tell me, you're going to be over there on the other side doing the statistician role again this year, which, by the way, we appreciate that. Talk about what you're excited most about this year as we see a brand new Mules, and I tell you what, there's a lot of optimism on that side of the football field.
Yeah, for a statistician point of view, I'm going to be really happy about the new uniforms because I can actually see some of those numbers.
Yes.
Those gray jerseys were not my favorite. Everybody be like, you didn't get my tackles right last week, and I'd be like, what jersey did you wear? Was it gray? That's your problem. It was always tough. But no, they look good. It's always fun the first game to see what the guy's going to bring. Jamboree is one thing, scrimmage is another thing, but the first game it's a completely different beast. And to get on the lights and hit, see somebody in live action. You got the special teams. It's a lot going on. It's big.
Let's get into the real reason why you're here. It's not because of the big Hall of Fame coming up in October. It's a big deal. But I want to know, how in the world did Cardinal Ritter get into our district? They're the reigning state champs. Yeah. Our road just got that much more tougher.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's that championship bump that they got because they're so small. But, when you win, they got a nice thing now to call the championship bump so that those teams that keep winning at that lower level, smaller levels, they'll move up to the bigger schools, and it kind of evens the playing field a little bit. But
does it really do that though?
Sure. For a small school like them, they can compete with Class 5 schools. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It kind of, and their schedule is so tough. They could be the 3 seed in this district. They are going to have a tough road. And it's going to remind me of the year Vianney won the state title, came here to start the playoffs, and beat us as the 2 seed, and went on and rolled the state title. So it's kind of like that, with that bump. So they're a tough team. They're going to be fun to watch throughout the season. But all you got to do is keep getting better through the next 9 weeks, and then when the playoffs come, you start from scratch. And anything can happen on any given night, especially in high school football.
Absolutely, and I'm glad you brought that up, because according to what I'm looking at on Cardinal Ritter, they've got about 3 or 4 schools that'll be Class 6. We've got 1 school Class 6. Chaminade is Class 5. Doesn't really help us that much, but we do get some bonus coming up for Jackson. If the Mules can win 6 or 7 games this season in the regular season, I believe, honestly, we'll be in the top 3 seeds. Is that too far-fetched to believe?
Well, the 1 seed gets a bye, so it really doesn't matter after that. If you're in the 2 seed, 2 to 3, you're you're not worried about that top seed. I always personally, I always thought that if you're going to beat the top seed, maybe a semifinals where you catch them off guard, you just got to come to play every week, because it doesn't matter what seed you're going to be, whether you're home or away. It doesn't matter. Like, remember we went to Jackson a couple years ago in the lower seed and pulled off the upset. The upsets in the first round are pretty rare, but they happen. And
they do.
The semifinals, they're happening. There's not a lot of 1-2 matchups you're seeing a lot. Because if you look at like the old ways, the sectional playoff that we all used to have, we don't have anymore. That's kind of the district championship now. So your semifinals are your kind of your district championship type caliber games, and so you just got to keep moving on. And so you take it 1 game at a time when you get to that point. But to get there, you're going to have to be perfect that time of year. You have to be hitting on all cylinders. Injuries are going to have to be minimal. And so it starts tonight. Can you get perfect in every play? Just 1 snap at a time, and eliminate the mistakes, because in high school football, the team that makes the fewest mistakes always wins.
Absolutely. Before we let you go, let's talk about something in October. We're going to talk about basketball for just a minute, something really big going on in Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, we're going to have our 36th induction banquet for the Poplar Bluff Sports Hall of Fame. It's going to be October 10th at the Peters Gym. And this year we're going to be honoring Ben and Tyler Hansborough and the 2004 and 2005 Mules basketball teams. It's going to be great to get that whole group together one more time to kind of celebrate, what they did and the careers of Ben and Tyler, who had some outstanding careers after they left here. But tickets are going to go on sale next week. People can be able to purchase them at the Poplar Bluff Greater Area Chamber of Commerce office, and they're going to be $25. It includes a dinner. It's going to be a fun night. We're going to be back in the old gym. We're really grateful for the school district to letting us to do it there, and so it's next couple of weeks are going to be kind of busy for getting that ready, and we're looking forward to it.
It's an exciting time, and I believe you guys will sell out this year of tickets. I believe that.
I hope to see a big crowd. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're still trying to track down all the players. That's the hard part. It's been 20 years. I think Coach Patillo, I've been bugging him way too much. Try to track them all down. He's doing a great job of getting those guys. And so if you know a former player and they haven't heard about it, we got some stuff going out that they can contact us. Our email is pbsportshof@gmail.com. That's PB for Poplar Bluff, sports with an S, HOF for Hall of Fame @gmail.com.
Well, let's make sure we get you on the air again coming up way before then to tell us about the progress and if you've made contact with all the players. And I'm so thankful that you're able to come over here and talk to us. And I just say we're already here. We're already set up. Let's go ahead and get that Mules win. What do you think?
We're here. Might as well.
We might as well. Brian, thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you. Brian Rosner, he is our first interview of 2024. So what we're going to do real fast, we're going to go to a quick timeout. And when we come back, we're going to talk live to the head coach. We're going to welcome in head coach Jeff Mannon of the Poplar Bluff Mules. Let's step away real quickly. Let's come right back in 3 minutes. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. We'll come right back with our coach's interview. It's all being brought to you by Mossy Oak Properties right here in Poplar Bluff. We're back in 3 minutes with the coach's interview. You're listening and watching Mules Football Live on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Here at Mossy Oak Properties Mozark Realty, our clients come first. Our team of full-time agents go the extra mile to make sure you are satisfied. At a glance, we are outdoorsmen, but if you dig deeper, you will find real estate experts ready to help you write the next chapter of your life. Contact any of the full-time agents of Mozark Realty at 712-2252 or online at mozark.com.
Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. As the name suggests, Barker's does more than just towing.
Here at Barker's, we offer a complete line of automotive services, including tires, brakes, alignments, maintenance, and repair.
And for our car enthusiasts, you'll enjoy our speed shop for quality performance parts.
We are locally owned and look forward to earning your business.
And for those times that you need a tow, Barker's Towing is available 24/7 for all of your towing and auto recovery needs.
It's Barker's by request. 573-785-7811.
Baldwin Toyota presents the benefits of owning a Toyota. Fuel efficiency. Toyota pioneered hybrid technology combining gasoline and electric power for optimal fuel economy. Reliability. Toyota vehicles are known for their durability and longevity, reducing the risk of costly repairs. A strong resale value. Toyota owners are more likely to fetch a higher price compared to similar models from other brands. Experience these benefits and more firsthand at Baldwin Toyota. Tired of wondering where your meat comes from? Country Road Market has the answer. We're bringing the farm straight to your table. From fresh cuts to custom processing, we do it all. Bring us your deer, hog, or cattle, and let our expert butchers work their magic. Skip the grocery store and support your local farmers. Country Road Market is located at 558 County Road 507, just off Highway KK in Wapapillo.
We know that having a strong defense is key to winning any game, and that's why you need Edmondson and Holt, attorneys at law, by your side. Just like the Mules face challenges with grit and determination, Edmondson and Holt will handle your legal matters with that same drive and commitment. From complex cases to straightforward advice, Edmondson and Holt is the strong local defense you need. For a free consultation, call Edmondson and Holt at 573-785-0127.
Attention farmers. Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire is running a farm special on tractor tires until the end of the year. Yes, you heard that correctly. Until the end of the year, Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire carries all the big names you know and trust. They also offer all sizes. No matter what size tractor you have, they can get you taken care of. For all of your tractor tire needs, call Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire at 573-840-5053 and ask for Shannon Bradley. That's 573-840-5053.
We're back live on the pregame show. Time now to go inside the game day locker room, all being brought to you by Mossy Oak Properties, the world's biggest outdoor brand. Give them a call, 573-712-2252, or go online to mozark.com. Joining us live is head coach Jeff Mannon of the Poplar Bluff Mules. All right, Coach, we have worked all summer for this. You guys have worked all summer for this. We are just minutes away now from the opening football game of this season. What's going through your mind right now?
Oh man, just hoping these kids can go out and execute and have some fun, man. See what they have and put on showcase today. So
you know, I was able to come by Wednesday following your all's practice, and one thing that I am really excited about, this football team, they believe, and the word can't is not in their vocabulary.
Yep, you know, we've been stressing that real hard this summer. Anything's possible if we just believe in it. I think in the past, you know, we've had some doubts in ourselves, and we've kind of focused on that to get this positive culture rolling, and hopefully these kids believe they can achieve something special this year.
Tonight, they're going to see a really good team out of Valley View, losing the last two seasons, but this year looks like it could be different. What are your first thoughts here against the Blazers?
You know, Valley View's, they're a solidly coached team. They got athletes all over the place, but I think this year we got some athletes that can compete too. As long as we line up and execute, I think we got a pretty good chance.
Let's talk about them a little bit in detail. As you look at film, you've watched them all week long. What scares you about Valley View?
They got a quarterback that was an all-state wide receiver. He kind of was their wildcat guy last year. They moved him full-time to quarterback this year. He can run it and throw it a little bit. They got some wide receivers. They got some speed. And they're decently sized up front. They got the left tackle. It's a pretty big kid. And then on defense, they fly around. They get to the football. So they're a pretty well-coached team.
Looking at our roster here today, looking at our starting lineups, I like what you've been able to put together. What about this lineup excites you as you guys get ready for the opening snap in less than 30 minutes?
The biggest thing is all the seniors we got together, man. Those guys have been playing together since 5th, 6th grade football. So to see what they can put together out here on the field after their work throughout this program would be fun to see.
It really will. And of course, now tonight, Jay Edmondson, we've seen him all summer long. He's really evolved as the quarterback, put on a lot of muscle weight, and this kid can throw the football.
Yep. Jay can definitely sling it, and he can also run it around. So, a lot of times in practice we have to kind of put a horse collar on him a little bit so he doesn't run so much. But he's really learned to read progressions and stuff a lot better this year, and it's going to be fun to see what he can do.
Now, you're a defensive guy, always have been a defensive guy, so talk about your defensive line and where we stand today.
Defensive line, we're going to rotate a lot of bodies in there to keep guys fresh. We're really trying to go to a platoon mentality with the whole squad, so we don't have guys trying to play both ways, especially with as hot as it's going to be. So I think the more we get rolling, the better off it'll be. So defense, as long as we fly around, make tackles, we'll be okay.
I was going to ask you, we've had heat all week long, and tonight going to be no different. So is that going to affect the way you guys play football tonight?
No, we'll just be sure we rotate kids in probably more than often. But our numbers are up. We got about 80 kids out here, and we might as well try to get them all on the field if we can.
Now, you told me earlier this week that you see no reason why our Mules should not gain 3 to 4 yards per play. Last season on the ground, we averaged about 4 yards per play. Your thoughts on that?
The guys up front have done a really good job all summer executing and things like that. If things go our way, I think we should be able to be pretty effective on offense tonight, so we'll kind of see how it goes.
And then give me some of your weapons through the air. Jay Edmondson, who's he going to be targeting here tonight?
We got Hunter Clifford, Colt Clifford, Derek Burton, Xavier Jones, and Dylan Hall. I mean, there's some other guys out there too, but they can do some stuff when they get the ball in their hands.
One thing about this football team is you've stressed the fact that every play counts, and let's talk about turnovers here tonight. Are we going to see some big plays where the Mules can make some turnovers, you think?
I hope so. We've emphasized turnovers this summer, did a couple turnover circuits, and we celebrate every time we can. We try to give a Gatorade out anytime somebody gets a pick or something like that. So, hopefully we can get that turn in our favor tonight.
What's the mindset of this team this year? What are some overall goals that you guys have in the locker room that you're hoping that comes to display this season?
Well, our goal is just one game at a time. Go take care of business one game at a time. Things don't go our way, forget about it, go on to the next play. We've kind of had the MO of dwelling on things in the past, and we want to just move on to the next play and keep things going in the right direction. And eventually all that stuff builds up to where we need to be.
So I'm going to switch gears for just a minute. For those who don't know you, let's talk about you for just a minute. You began your career as a football player for Poplar Bluff, and then the last 10 years, I believe, you've been the assistant coach.
Yep.
It's all culminated to this moment tonight. And you can win your first football game as a head coach coming up in about 3 hours. Has that sunk in yet?
It kind of hit me a little bit last week at the Jamboree. I think it was about the second one. I was like, oh, I'm kind of the head coach out here. But no, it's been fun. It's been stressful trying to get things implemented the way I wanted to. And like I've told people before, I tried to bite off a little more than I can chew at first. So I kind of backed off and focused on the things we needed to do to improve the fastest. And I think it's been pretty good. But no, the emotion of being out here is just awesome, Frankie. So.
2 more questions. Let's talk about your assistant coaches. You've compiled a great group of guys to help you lead this football team. Let's recognize them for the first time this season.
Yeah, those some great guys. They help out with a tons of stuff. They're great with the kids, scheme-wise. And, a lot of people don't realize high school football, you end up being, pretty much a father figure to some of these guys too. And the things they do is just great for the kids in the community, so.
Absolutely. My final question for you tonight on our first home game of the season to beat Valley View and get off to a great start. In your mind, Coach, what's it going to come down to?
Just execution, man, and the old coach speak. I think as long as we score more points than them tonight, I think we'll be okay. So
I like it, Coach. Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. Best of luck to you. Go get them. We'll see you guys afterwards.
All right, thanks, Fergie.
You betcha. Head coach Jeff Manning joining us live inside the game day locker room, all being brought to you by Mossy Oak Properties. Coming up, we've got kickoff on the way, plus your starting lineups. It is the Mules and Valley View coming your way at the top of the hour. This is the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Do you feel that rush of adrenaline? That's the feeling of over 100 years of Poplar Bluff football excellence. Let's make some history.
And touchdown!
Insurance decisions shouldn't be a shot in the dark. With expert advice, personalized service, and a wide range of carriers, Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners should be your first choice. We're not just experienced agents. We're your partners. We offer a wide range of carriers for tailored coverage and better rates. So expect a handshake, a chat, and solutions that fit like a well-tailored suit. For auto, home, business, life, health, and even Medicare, make Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners your first choice for insurance. It's our family protecting your family.
Poplar Bluff Monument Works is dedicated to care, compassion, and community. For more than 50 years and passed down through generations, Poplar Bluff Monument Works has been an important piece of our community, standing with us in our most difficult moments while we grieve the loss of a loved one. Poplar Bluff Monument Works is there to guide you through the entire process. From vision and design concepts to the expertly etched stone monument that beautifully reflects your loved one's life. Poplar Bluff Monument Works, memories carved in stone.
And we want to say a big thank you again to Coach Jeff Manning for joining us once again inside the game day locker room. Our pregame, it's all being brought to you by Mossy Oak Properties here in Poplar Bluff. Without Mossy Oak Properties, we would not be able to be here tonight. Remember, Mossy Oak Properties, the world's biggest outdoor brand. Call them today, 573-712-2252, or go online to Mozark.com. It is Mossy Oak Properties, a proud supporter of Poplar Bluff Mules football. All right, we are moments away from looking for the first time. If you're watching us on Facebook, on YouTube, we are about ready to see our Mules team come out on the football field for the first time. And of course, they are currently right now getting their last minute instructions, and then they'll be coming out. Also tonight, we're going to be giving away some amazing items courtesy of Mules Football Trivia. Tonight, we're going to give you a chance to win a gift card worth $100 from Academy Sports and Outdoors. That's coming up tonight. Also going to give you a chance to win a family 4-pack of St. Louis Cardinal baseball tickets. So in order to be a part of this exciting giveaway, you got to do me a couple of things real fast. I need you to hit that share button for us on social media. Let's do that if you don't mind. We want to make sure that tonight, we want to make sure that we reach as many folks as we can. That is the overall goal here tonight, to make sure that we reach a lot of folks. With that being said, we're about ready to see the Mules come out on the football field. Let's go down to the field for the first time this season. Sean Manning, what's the weather like where you are, my friend, there on the catwalk? Well, Sean, I don't hear you, buddy. Is his mic may not be turned on. I don't know. We're having some audio issues with him. Just stand by, Sean. We'll bring you back on here in just a second. It may have been on our end, not sure yet. We're going to make sure those mics are turned on, and if we can get to Sean, there he is. All right, Sean, it was actually Tim's fault. Go ahead, Sean.
No, it's all right. It's the first game for a reason. Everyone's kind of settling back in. You know, it's not as bad as you would think down here. It's actually somewhat cooler, especially with the sun starting to go over the hill over there. It's cooled down quite a bit. There's a breeze. It's going to feel good. It is going to be a little humid, And that's something that the players are going to have to get used to. But I think they'll be able to get through it after a quarter or two, and we're going to have a good night of football.
All right, Sean, stay down there and stay cool, my friend. You want to give us that, you want to get that towel out you had earlier on. It was a soccer towel, for crying out loud. It's not even a football towel.
No, see, this is the only towel I had of this size. It's for the St. Louis City's first playoff game at home last year.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, you're going to be a huge part of this season, so thank you again for hanging out with us on a Friday night, Sean.
Glad to be here. Let's go Mules.
Yes, sir. Sean giving us that signal, let's go Mules. And, of course, we are just moments away now coming up from the opening kickoff. Matter of fact, we're going to be watching our Mules come out here in just a minute, so make sure and stick around with us here tonight as we get ready for that. And I'll tell you what, we've got a lot of comments here starting to come in. We're going to get to all of those here in just a moment. And I am so honored. A lot of folks are wanting to know who in their right mind is going to be helping us out this year on the color commentary mic. The good news is he has just walked in, and I tell you what, we are so excited to have him back for another season of high school football. We'll get him on the mic here, and I asked him if I could talk about this. He said it was okay to talk about. So the reason why this guy was not here last season, he was here for a couple of games and then he was out. That is because we almost lost him, to be honest with you. Had a significant heart attack, had to go through open heart surgery, and I am so honored and privileged to call him a good friend of mine. Welcome back to the broadcast booth, my color commentator for this season. We've waited a long time to hear it. John Scott back with me. John, welcome back, my friend.
Hey, Frankie, it's great to be here tonight. I'm happy to be here to see you. Yeah, technically I didn't have a heart attack. I just had a bad valve, which who knew that was a thing, but it is a thing.
I thought it was a heart attack.
Well, you get a similar result in certain situations where, as it turns out, getting air to your brain is a good thing. So anyway, I got a new valve, and I think it was all that green drink you had up here.
I got a whole bunch of it right here. Do me a favor, look at that monitor right there. You see something different here tonight, Johnny?
Oh man, I love it, man. You
look
guys
at the camera. We've got a camera on the Show Me Marching Band.
Yes.
We're going to be able to showcase their talents all season long.
Right on, man. This is neat. I was talking with Tim. You guys do such a good job. I watched the last couple of weeks to see everything, and of course I watched you guys baseball and basketball last year, but the technology and the improvement year to year, you just think it can't get any better, and it does.
What I was told from a familiar source with the situation who said what kept you alive was coming back and seeing me in the broadcast booth. Is that true?
That's the last thing I thought of just before they knocked me out. It's coming up here.
Hey, we're going to go down field side for the first time this season, and we want you, if you're watching us right now on Facebook or YouTube, we want you to get a front row seat to our Show Me Marching Band. We're going to have that. We're going to have the color guard coming up by the junior ROTC. We're going to see our Mules football team come out onto the football field for the first time here this season. And I tell you what, we have worked all summer for this. We are so honored to have everybody a part of this here tonight. Make sure hit that share button for us. We want to reach as many folks as we can. In the meantime, let's go down for the playing of tonight's national anthem by the Poplar Bluff Show Me Marching Band and the junior ROTC.
Now entering the field is a JROTC color guard of Poplar Bluff High School, led by color guard commander, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Kiera Willis, National Flag Bearer Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Aiden Hare, State Flag Bearer Cadet Captain Megan Pop, and Rifle Bearers Cadet Master Sergeants Alina Shank and Alyssa Duran.
is our national anthem here this evening. I tell you what, John, they do a great job every single ball game. Having our marching band here in attendance is always a great sign.
Oh, absolutely, Frankie. It's nice you guys have got it set up where we can actually watch that now from the front, which is a lot better than it has been in the past.
It really is. So coming up here in just a minute now, the fight song here for Poplar Bluff as we watch our our color guard here by the junior ROTC as they walk along the track here, going back to the beginning where they come in. And we are just moments away from the opening kickoff here tonight. Real quickly, we want to give a big shout out to one of our pregame sponsors. We're talking about Subway here in Poplar Bluff. Subway, food that fuels the mules, of course. And I tell you what, a great job by Brian Wilson and his family. They always do such a great job of feeding us here in the press box before every home game. I know you missed out, John. Sorry, Tim had about 5 sandwiches.
I know. That's how he is. He'll get here early. I think I'm going to camp out next time, get up here and get in on some of those sandwiches.
Got to get here early on. By the way, coming up tonight during our Mules Trivia, it's back this year. Coming up in the first half, we're going to give away a gift card courtesy of $100, and then St. Louis Cardinal tickets coming up tonight too.
I've been studying for months. Trivia, useless trivia.
Well, I can tell you that these questions have nothing to do with John Scott.
I think I'm 0 for 60 or so on these questions. I'm due.
So I'm assuming that you've missed being up here, right?
Yeah.
Things have changed.
Yeah.
Tim's got a mullet now, and Sean's lost about 20 pounds on the sideline.
I'll tell you what, it's all different.
It's all different.
The window is
now.
open
Here's the thing.
tonight.
Now, okay, so here's the deal. I got a little confession to make on the window situation. I've been doing this now. This is my 16th year being behind the microphone. Best job I've ever had. 8 years in this stadium. I got to be honest with you. Until today, I never knew the windows popped out. I never knew that. I was thinking about it. I was laying in bed last night. I know, right? It's a weird thought. I was laying in bed, and I told my wife, I said, do the windows pop out, do you think? And she said, well, I don't know. So today I got here at noon. I tried it, and I'm like, did I break something? I popped them back in, so we're good to go.
Yeah,
just don't tell Ken Keith I did it.
Any window would pop out, right?
Well,
it's just a matter of effort.
You just never know about me sometimes. But it's going to be a great night. And, you know, we were going through our district a little bit ago, and 7 teams in our district. And guess who's in the district yet again this year for the first time? Cardinal Ritter. They are, of course, the state champions from a season ago. We're going to go down field side again, and we're going to have Sean Mannon. He's going to get awfully close down there to the Mules football team as they are about to come out of Maximus. Jay Edmondson down there. I see Old Glory. Sean, take it away, my friend.
Yes, the Mules are getting ready down here. Players are getting filed down the staircase. Coach Mannon's here looking. He's ready for the season to start. It is the first game of the year. The players are really kind of, you see the nerves are in some of them, but they're going to get through that as they all come together, getting ready to come through the tunnel here.
Yes, sir. I want to see Sean and Connor Stevens there go toe-to-toe. I think Stevens has him by a mile.
I think so. We need to see that happen.
Stay away from number 8, Sean. Don't get around number 8, my friend.
There is no one down here that couldn't take me.
I tell you what, I do like Jay Edmondson's holding the number 33 flag there, still honoring Lane, and that's an awesome, awesome sight here.
Yeah, great tradition they've done now for a couple of years, and good to see that builds a good unity with the team and the players, and I'm anxious to see the Coach Mannon era start now. We'll call it a dynasty. Undefeated as a head coach.
Ooh, undefeated, a dynasty. I like that. So here we go. We're going to watch the Mules come out, and there is Jeff's lovely wife going in front of the team. Does a great job snapping the pictures. We're going to be welcoming in all of our sponsors coming up. Also, Pizza Inn going to be staying open late tonight, being a home game. I'll tell you more about that in just a few minutes. Also, Pizza Inn, a proud supporter of Poplar Bluff Mules football. So here we go now as we get ready for the Mules to run out underneath Maximus. Connor Stevens holding Old Glory, and number 7, Jay Edmondson, still honoring number 33, Mr. Savant. Lane Savant is who we're talking about. Here we go now. We see the smoke coming out of Maximus. Sean's holding that mic right near the players. Here we go. I hear the old PA announcer, Brandon Spain. Here we go, and the Mules come out, led by Connor Stevens and by Jay Edmondson. The Mules now going to run, and they will, of course, present Old Glory and the number 33 flag to the student section here across the way, right in front of us. Big crowd watching us tonight on a Friday night. It's going to be jammed packed here tonight for some high school football action. The Mules now meeting on the left side of the 50-yard line in the end zone, and they'll get last-minute instructions, and then we are going to be so close now. We are under 7 minutes away until tonight we kick things off for the first time here at Mule Stadium in Poplar Bluff. Other games going on tonight. Charleston on the road at Kelly. Thayer taking on Hayti. St. Pius out of Festus taking on Caruthersville. John Stomping Grounds. Scott City on the road at East Prairie. Also tonight, Dexter taking on Malden. Tell you what, Dexter might be a great program this year, John. Kennett on the road at Portageville. Crystal City takes on Sykeston in Sykeston. I think Sykeston honestly might be the most improved team in the SEMO Conference. And then Hillsboro at home tonight. New Madrid County Central, they're going to take on Cape Central. Let's go New Madrid County Central on that one. Farmington on the road at North County. Jackson takes on reigning state champion in Class 5, Cardinal Ritter. Later tonight, that game is on the road in St. Louis. There you go. I'm already winded, John. What say you, my friend?
It's a great time of year, Frankie. High school football starting. Saw the beloved Missouri Tigers squeak one out last night against the perennial powerhouse of the Murray State Racers, 51-0. So it's a great time of year, Frankie. This is really getting into it. You can feel a little bit of fall in the air. People are out. Cheerleaders are cheerleading. Players are getting warmed up. It's going to be great.
No window here to obscure my vision. I'm excited. We got Valley View now. They're about to come out, Tim. We'll let you get that on camera. They're going to be wearing their blue jerseys here tonight with the white numbering and the gold and white trim. They're coming out. You talk about a powerhouse, and here they go. Tell you what, this team is a powerhouse. 10-2 last year. The Mules, third time meeting all time. So far, the Mules 0-2 against this team from Valley View 2 years ago right here. They beat us in a baseball score 16-2, and then last season the Mules lost by 12, or make that by 16 rather. Mules would lose last season 26-14. So that's where we are right now. We're about ready to introduce you to our captains on the night. And for the Mules, let's go ahead and talk about our captains here. What do you say? Leading the way for the Mules is number 0, Nico Gaddy. Gaddy is a 6'1" senior. Number 7, Jay Edmondson, a 6' senior for the Mules. Also out there for Poplar Bluff, number 71, and that's going to be Kyler Wilson, a 6'4" senior. And a good friend of ours, number 78, Cade Bussey. He is a 6'6" senior, weighing 275. Those are the Mules captains on week 1 right here in Poplar Bluff. By the way, another proud sponsor tonight is Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. Matter of fact, they're coming down the hill right now. You may want to get that on camera, Tim.
Hope
they're
not
going to tow your car.
They're going to tow me.
They're going to tow your car. Maybe Sean's car is going to get towed. Who knows? Sean, you still with me down there, my friend?
I am.
May want to come forward just a little bit, Sean. There you go.
Well, I'm worried that I'm going to get kicked off because I've gotten close before, and the refs have been like, step back a little bit.
All right, the captains here for Valley View are number 8, Tripdale. He is a 5'8" senior. Also out there, number 23, Daniel Richardson. He is a 5'8" senior. And number 42, Ryan Mitchell, a 5'8" senior. Those are the captains here tonight for both teams. And, of course, coming up here tonight, we're going to have the opening kickoff in just a few moments. We've also got our keys to victory here tonight. And our keys to victory being brought to you by Kevin's Automotive and Tires. I know that John's been studying all week long for our keys to the game, and I bet money he's itching now to come on the air and talk about the keys to the game.
Well, you know, Frankie, the first time I did this, the keys never really changed. Number 1, We want to score more points than the other team.
But does that key really count?
And then our defense needs to stop their offense, and our offense needs to beat their defense.
Oh, my goodness.
No, I want to see the line of scrimmage. I want to see our offensive line hold the line of scrimmage. I want to see Jebinson do what he does, which is create on the field, not just air it out to some new receivers this year. So a few of the old ones, but some new guys going to step up. We've got a lot of targets, and also scramble around, do some Johnny Manziel business, and get this team on its heels. You know, my friend Brock Little's always said, if you're playing a good team, you got to come out and punch them in the mouth. That's what we want to see.
So the Mules, it looks like, have won the toss, and we're going to defer. Or wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. Valley View won the toss. They're going to defer. The Mules will be on offense first, and I believe for Coach Mann and Coach Jefferson, that's what the Mules wanted. So you about ready?
I am ready, Frankie.
We are about ready for the opening kickoff of 2024. Let's go down field side for our prayer.
Dear Lord, I just want to pray tonight that you would keep all of our athletes safe. Jesus, I thank you for this opportunity. We get to all be here tonight and for the nice weather, Lord. I just pray for a fun, safe game tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Absolutely. A lot to see that here in our schools. So David Hadley says he loves the new camera angles. How long does it take to get set up? Let me tell you, we start about 2 o'clock, I guess. We drop everything off, and then right when school ends, we get right to it. So I would say efficiently it takes us about 90 minutes to set everything up, and Tim's got to go over and get all the camera angles set up. Tonight, we're going to be introducing our Barker's Towing and Auto Repair Instant Replay. That's coming up tonight. We're going to see Valley View. They're going to be kicking off for the first time here tonight. The Mules are going to be on offense first.
I've watched these guys set this up. It would take any mortal person 2 days, maybe 3, and it still wouldn't work. These guys do it in an hour and a half.
So now Brody Dix is going to be kicking off. John, are you ready?
I am ready.
Fans, are you ready? Let's go. Year number 16, Tim Hicks, year number 5. Mules football for 2024 is officially underway. Nice kickoff, and here we go. Mules backpedal to about the 3-yard line, and not much on the return. And we are underway as Derek Burton gets the ball near the 3-yard line, and we'll see where they mark him down. They're going to say all the way out to just inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line, and that is where the Mules will begin their current drive. Let us know where you're watching from on a Friday night, and let's get going for high school football. So glad to have you alongside. Edmondson now coming out, a senior for the Mules. Edmondson, a 6-foot senior. He is going to hand the football off to Devin Ferguson. Ferguson is going to be dropped in the backfield. Nice tackle there by Jade Taylor. So not much on the carry there for the Mules. It'll bring up second down. There is a flag on the play. And I believe they're going to mark him back at the 15.
Personal foul, face mask.
It's going to be a personal foul, face mask. So already the Mules going to get marked backwards here.
We face, that's on us.
So it's going to be a loss of 2 yards on the play. Plus, we're going to have the face mask as well, and they're going to mark him down all the way down to about the 7-yard line, it looks like, or make that. Yep, 7-yard line. So now Edmondson gets it out gets it outside, and we're going to get good job there by the Mules. Spencer Nunn is going to be the man that time.
Well, Spencer's turned out to be a really good football player, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Great track athlete, too, fast runner.
So Jay Edmondson completes his first pass of 2024 to Spencer Nunn, and the Mules get it all the way out to about the 20-yard line, or make that. Now they're going to talk about it here. There it goes. It's going to be marked just inside the 20-yard line to about the 17, so will be the original line of scrimmage now. Second down and about 10. Now we're going to get a whistle here. Kind of a sloppy play here to begin this ball game. We've got 11:27 to play here in the first quarter. No score. Steve Cash is tuning in from North Carolina. And now they start the clock now. Play clock is starting at 19. Mules coming out, second down and 10. Make sure and let us know where you're watching from tonight. Rachel Frey is tuning in. She's watching her grandson, Hunter Clifford, tonight, number 10. Edmondson's down to 2 seconds on the game clock. Just gets it off. It's going to be a rush handoff. Did miss one tackle, but unable to avoid a second. Dylan Hall gets the carry for the Mules, and he's not going to get much on the carry. Dylan Hall, another senior for the Mules, and that's going to be a no gain, maybe a yard. They're going to say he's down at the 18-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and 9. By the way, a season ago, the Mules were at 43% when it comes to third down conversions, and they're going to need a big one here. They'll need a big conversion. They're going to give it to Ferguson. Ferguson is not going to get much on the carry.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag that came in as well. And we'll see who this one ends up.
Stop short of the play.
Offsides, maybe.
It's going to be against the Mules. They're going to decline it.
I don't know what he called.
So, nevertheless, Mules unable to do much on their first try.
Yeah, Valley View defensive line's getting in the backfield immediately. We're going to have to correct that. A little bit of jitters, but the team looks good. You know, they came out, they ran their plays. They look sharp.
Today's punter for the Mules is Colt Clifford at number 20.
Oop.
This one's going to be blocked. It's going to go toward the end zone. The Mules are going to fall on it. So Valley View will have it first and 10 on about the 4-yard line. And
Not
Valley
ideal.
View is in perfect field position here.
Not ideal, Frankie, not ideal.
And now the Mules are going to have to, the Mules defense really going to have to hustle here and keep them out of the end zone. So now Valley View, they're going to say he's down to 3-yard line, not the 4. So it's going to bring up first down and 10 for Valley View. They'll be led by their quarterback, Drew Gartman. He is a 6'3" senior. He was a wide receiver last season. Going to hand the football off, and Valley View is going to get close. There it is, touchdown, one play and a score. So it's already 6-0 now.
No problem, Frankie. We like to spot them a little bit.
6-0 is the score.
We like to be cordial hosts.
So Hicks with the touchdown, and here comes Dix for the extra point attempt. He'll come out, and Mules now down at 6 points here early on. The extra point attempt is by Dix, and the holder is going to be Madden Tatum. This one is up, and it is good. It is now a 7-0 ball game. We're stepping away for 30 seconds. We'll be back. Mules down a touchdown on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. All right, so we are back now as the Mules down a touchdown. It is 7-0, our scoreboard tonight. It is lit up, and we got 7 points on the wrong team, John. We got to get that back to us.
Yeah, no problem, Frankie. You know, we just kind of like to help this team from Valley View out a little bit, let them get some points, you know,
all right.
wear them down.
So now Derek Burton standing near his 5-yard line. Brody Dix now coming out for the kick. It is a booming kick downfield. Burton takes it near the 4 again. Burton now going to go right up the field. The ball is going to come loose at the very end. Now we get a flag on the play. The Mules recover it, but there is a flag thrown at the end of that play. Lincoln Warren coming up with the football. Wears number 50, and this one is going to be against Valley View this time. So the Blazers so now we'll see, I believe it's going to be a personal foul, so they pick it up at the 20-yard line. And that will help the Mules a little bit. So instead of the Mules having it 1st and 10 on the 20, it'll go all the way out to the 35-yard line, and the Mules will now have it 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line.
Feel like we need to loosen it up here, air it out a little bit.
I agree.
Get loose.
Mules football here tonight, proudly presented by First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, and PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. And another flag on the play. This one is going to go against the Mules. It is a false start, and that'll be a 5-yarder. So now Mules will have it 1st and 10 on the 30. It is now 1st and 15.
More room to work with.
Boy, a huge crowd watching us right now on YouTube. Well over 100. So glad that you're tuning in tonight on YouTube. I know a lot of places in town are tuning in as well. Another place tuning in is Subway and Pizza Inn in Poplar Bluff.
Absolutely.
So now Jay Edmondson back on the 30-yard line. Now the Mules are going to throw it this time. No, Jay's going to keep it himself. Edmondson out in space, still going, and he is going to be near the 45-yard line. He'll be close to a Mules first down.
That's what we like to see, Frankie. Air it out, loosen it up, run a little bit, create, get these guys on their heels. We've been playing a little too tight so far. Let Jay do what he does.
It is all the way down to the 44-yard line. That is a 14-yard pickup. 2nd down and 1. Mules trying to get their first down this season. That's a way to do it right there. 14-yard pickup. Now they put Nunn in motion. He'll take off with the rock, and he's going to have, I believe, a first down. He'll be close to the first down, maybe just enough. It is a Edmondson and Holt attorneys at law. First down for the Mules. Big time run by Spencer Nunn. Gets just enough. They'll mark him down near the 46, a gain of 2 yards.
Yeah, that kid can run, Spencer Nunn. Got to watch him track this spring. Fast, Frankie, fast.
Yes, he is. First down and 10 for the Mules. We've got trivia coming up tonight as well. Stick around for that. Edmondson's going to throw it out to Hunter Clifford. Clifford is going to be able to maybe gain a yard of forward progress. Did not get much on the play. Boy, tell you what, the defense here by Valley View, they were ready for that throw.
Yeah, and that was a good play by Jay Edmondson just to get the ball out. He was about to get sacked. He had about a second and a half to do something, and he was able to get that pass out instead of having a loss. Oh, flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. They're going to pick it up. They're going to wave it off.
So that's the difference between Jay as a sophomore or even a freshman and a senior. You know, he would have taken a sack there 2 years ago, but this year he was able to get that pass off, and we get a couple of yards out of the play rather than a 7-yard loss.
Right, absolutely. So it's going to bring up here.
Penalty is waved off. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and about 9 for the Mules here.
But yeah, Valley View, their defense is quick, and they're getting to the backfield really pretty fast.
Morgan McIntosh is tuning in downtown Poplar Bluff. Thank you so much, Morgan. I told Tim I'm staying out of the instant replay this year. It's all going to be on him. Just remember, it's brought to you by Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. Good handoff. This one goes up the gut. Boy, I tell you what, Ferguson He is a huge addition to the Mules. Ferguson now, he gets a few yards, and it does bring up another third down. This one's going to bring up about third down and about 7. He'll get to the 49-yard line of the Mules. So third down and 7. David Carroll is tuning in. Our broadcast today is proudly presented by Russians Towing and Automotive. While the Mules are battling out on the field, Russians Towing and Automotive is ready to tackle any roadside emergencies that you may have. 573-785-6349. It's Russians to the rescue. All right, Edmondson now going to go downfield. This one goes over the head of Hunter Clifford. It is incomplete, and that time goes just over the head of Hunter Clifford, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. I've got it as fourth down. Not there it is. Okay, I was going to say the chain gang said third. I would have took it.
Looks like Kenny Davis down there kind of sleeping on the job. Getting older. He's getting older, Frankie.
I wasn't going to say that. So now for the Mules coming out to kick it, or I should say punt it, is Colt Clifford. Did have his punt blocked a moment ago. We'll see if he's able to get one off cleanly here. Boy, this one nearly got blocked again. Mules here, or I should say Valley View, just going to let it roll, and this time much different on the field position. But I will tell you, Valley View, they were coming for that football.
Boy, I don't envy the kicker, the punter ever, because they're just really at risk, and he got that one off. I think he'll settle down a little bit, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I got to say, Frankie, if I could, I need to talk to Morgan McIntosh. I want to put lights on my building on the roof. I want to make it look nice like the downtown in Poplar Bluff where they put up those lights and do such a wonderful job with that.
All right, so there you go. Already been called out here. First down and 10 on the 23-yard line. Gartman, one play a touchdown a moment ago. We'll see what he's able to do. He's going to air it out here. This one's going to be incomplete. It was intended for their wide receiver, Laird Cullen.
Oh, yeah. 16 got a hand on that. Who's 16, Frankie? I'm
16
sorry.
is Cade Huffman for the Mules.
He got a hand on that ball. Nice. I like it.
So second down and 10. The score is right. 7-0 is the score. Our next break here, we will have our trivia. We got whistles here. Our ball game is proudly presented by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Russians Towing, Baldwin Toyota, Ozark Legacy Partners Insurance, and brought to you by Mossy Oak Properties. Incomplete, this time intended for Trip Dale. And I believe it was a situation where he was ready to run for the ball got to him. He has some open daylight.
Yes. Our defense is playing well now.
It is.
You know what? We got these guys back. One score. That's not bad.
No, my good buddy Kenny Rowland is tuning in tonight. Great shot of sunset here in Poplar Bluff. Glad to have him alongside for the ride. Well, Gartman, he thought about going deep. Instead, he'll be brought down. A big sack. You better believe it. Number 87, Bryce Dobbs, with a big hit, bringing him down.
Well, defense came to play tonight, Frankie. Looking good. Reminiscent.
Jenkins also in on the hit. Boy, that's a big-time play there for the Mules. That was a big defensive stop, a quick 3 and out, and now the Mules offense coming back.
Absolutely. Get a little momentum going our way, Frankie.
We need it for sure. Mules now. Valley View is all the way back to about the 19-yard line, and that's where they're going to kick it. 7 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. This time the Mules going to be kicked away this time. And this one's caught by the Mules by Colt Clifford. Clifford is going to get some running room, and he's got great field position, 35-yard line. That is where the Mules will have it, first down and 10. I'm excited to see Colt Clifford. I think this kid is going to be something special all season long. The Mules now have it, first and 10 on their 35-yard line of Valley View. Our ball game here tonight proudly presented by Evanston and Holt Attorneys at Law. And just like the Mules take the field, Evanston and Holt Attorneys at Law, they tackle your legal challenges head on. Proud supporters of Mules football. Give them a call, 785-0127. All right, Jay, what do you say, Jay? Let's get this Mules off here. Mules going to keep it himself. Jay Emerson gets away from one tackle. Much to the displeasure of the coaching staff for Valley View, they had him wrapped up and still able to get a couple of yards.
He's close to breaking that one. I would say let him do it again.
Jay Edmondson's going to get it down to the 32, 3 yards on the gain. Tell you what, talking to head coach Jeff Manning, he told me that he thought his team was good enough to get 2 or 3 yards, maybe 4 every single play. We're seeing cars streaming in from the park or from the road rather. Good crowd here on a Friday night. Here we go. Edmondson, he's back to throw this time. He's got a man out in open space. He's got Caden Jenkins that time. And Jenkins will get it inside, it looks like, to the 30-yard line. Boy, Caden Jenkins, he had a great jamboree last week up in Festus. Andrew Jefferson tuning in. Glad to have you alongside, my friend. Going to pick up 4 yards on that play. 3rd down and very manageable. 3rd down and about 3 here right now. Mules so far tonight 0 for 1 on 3rd down conversions. Let's pick one up here. What do you say? Edmondson this time. He's going to keep it. And I don't know if he's going to get it or not. I don't think he is. They had him stopped in the backfield, and I think maybe a small gain, maybe a gain of 1 on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 2, and we're going to get an official timeout here. So an official's timeout here. Our timeouts here this season all being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge in Poplar Bluff. They're going to say no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 3 to go. All right, let's do some trivia, Tim. What do you say? Our first question of this season. Remember, the winner is going to get tonight a gift card from Academy Sports and Outdoors of up to $100. Here is your question. Who is the only Mules football player to be a 2-time Mules Defensive Player of the Year? Was it Bob Larkins, Stan Revell, Jeff Menon, or Travis Tinsley? Give me your answer right now on Facebook and on YouTube. And we'll have, I believe Sean later on is going to pick that winner. So there you go. There you go, Sean. A, B, C, or D. We will give you the winner coming up tonight during our halftime show. The winner tonight will pick up a gift card courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors for $100. Here we go. 4th down. The Mules going to go for it. Jay Edmondson now. 4th and 3. Nobody in the backfield. He's back to throw. He's going to get rid of it. He's got a man overthrown.
Pass interference. Tripped him. No.
I don't see a flag on the play.
Not.
The Mules are screaming for a flag.
Yeah.
It was
Receiver
intended for Derek Burton, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, and it's going to be a turnover on downs against Poplar Bluff.
I like the play call, Frankie, though. You know, that's confidence. It looked, we had a great vantage point considering it was on the other side of the field, but it looked to me like the defender maybe got tangled up a little bit with the receiver. Receiver fell down. But I like it, Frankie. That's aggressive play. That's what we're going to have to do.
So now the Mules coming back out on defense now. They did force a 3-and-out a moment ago. Let's see what the Mules can do with it. 5:48 to go in quarter number 1. Gartman this time. He's going to keep it. He's got some space. And he's going to be hit hard by the Mules making that tackle. Dylan Hall was the first man. So Hall, or I should say not Hall, but Gartman rather, he is going to have enough for a 1st down all the way out to about the 42-yard line. And now Valley View out and running. That gain is good for 15 yards, and they're not wasting any time. No huddle formation this time. They're going to throw it out to Cullen. Cullen is going to be wrapped up, still on his feet. And we're going to get Lincoln Warren on the tackle.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, came in late. Yeah. Saw that one up here. It's going to be against the Mules if it stands. So they're going to mark him down all the way at the 47-yard line, a gain of 5 yards, but we're going to have the penalty coming in.
Boy, Lincoln's a big old kid, you know. It's funny because his dad, class of 90, by the way, is not so big.
So it's going to be a 5-yard gain on the play, but you can add on the yards here for the foul against the Mules. And now we're moving in the wrong direction. It's going to be a 15-yarder, and they're going to have it 1st and 10 inside Mules territory, inside the 35-yard line to around the 33 of the Mules. It is a 1st down. So 1st down and 10, and this one's going to be a handoff, and this one not much, as Gartman keeps it, and he goes right up the gut this time. I don't think he got much on the play, John, maybe not even an inch.
No, he's one of those players that just wear you out by the end of the game. A slight quarterback, but he just chips away. But our defense can play with this team. We've shown that already, so we just need to buckle down, get a stop, get
We're
the
only
ball
down
back.
by a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, no.
Mules defense here got to step it up here and try their best to contain 2nd down and 10. Our ball game here today proudly presented by Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners. Ozark Legacy Insurance stands strong for you. They protect families and businesses. And I believe that's going to be against. It's going to be a flag against Valley View this time. I see it now all the way on the other side of the football field on the 31-yard line. It's going to be a hold against Valley View.
A little bit sloppy. This is their first game, Frank.
It is.
This is Valley View's first game, yeah. So it's a little bit sloppy on some penalties, but so far I've been impressed with the Mules.
Oh, I have too. They're going to back him all the way up to about the 43-yard line. So now it's going to bring up 1st and about 20. Gartman again takes it. Mules miss one tackle, but they're not going to miss another. Good job there that time by the Mules. Going to be a whole host of Mules, and that was not Gartman either. That was Levi Manning. And he is going to get to about the 40-yard line, so a gain of 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 17. Mules down by a touchdown here with 4:40 to go. Good job again. This time, Bryce Dobbs again with the running back, Manning. And he's going to go nowhere. Boy, Dobbs, I've watched him in baseball the last couple of years, and this kid's gotten stronger as the months have gone by. A loss of 1, 3rd down and 18.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy watching these kids grow up. Bryce, I remember, when he was a little kid up First Baptist, and he's got that hair, Frankie. He gets strength from that hair.
Mules so far today just 30 yards of offense. Meanwhile, Valley View just 21 yards of offense so far. And that's about it. Not much going on. Just that one blocked punt there near the end zone. That's about it. So now 3rd down and 18 coming up. Gartman back out there behind center. He gets a man out in space. And I don't believe he's going to be near the 1st down marker. Good job by the Mules.
I don't know. He may have got it's close.
It's going to be close. He's down to the 30-yard line here.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, I was looking at the wrong
That's okay. We'll take it.
Wrong one.
Andrew Jones, he's being looked at by a college as well, Division I college. He is going to be all the way to about the 31-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 8. And they're acting as if they're going to go for it here. Mules out to get Gartman. Gartman is going to have it, and he is going to be close to a 1st down. He's got it. Gartman, the Mules had him in the backfield, and Gartman is able to power his way to a 1st down. Boy, 4th down and 8.
Yeah, he just slithered his way down there, Frankie.
He absolutely did indeed. He'll get it to the red zone, an 11-yard pickup all the way down to the 20. So now here today, Mules, once again, this one goes right up the gut. The running back this time was not Gartman. Instead, it was Peyton Hicks.
How about a fumble, Frankie? We need a fumble right here.
All the way down to about the 16-yard line. So a gain of 4 yards. 2:39 and counting to play here in quarter number 1. Gartman this time. He's going to take off with it. Gartman still on his feet. The Mules secondary able to take him down. Cade Huffman in on the stop. Also Colt Clifford. I believe I've seen Bryce Dobbs as well. So kind of a 1-2 punch right now between Hicks and Gartman. Gartman inside the 10, all the way down to the 8-yard line. It's now a 1st and goal. 1st and goal.
Turnover time, Frankie, right here. Let's see it.
So now Hicks lines up right beside. It's going to be Manning this time. Manning goes over to Cullen. Mules, Dylan Hall right there to wrap him up. Also Spencer Nunn. Great job that time by the Mules. They were ready for that play right there. See where they mark him down. They're not wasting much time. They're going to say no gain, it looks like. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal now from about the 8-yard line. 2nd down and goal. So now Gartman back in at QB. This time he takes off with it. He is going to get near the 5, all the way down to about the 2. Maybe the 1. Spencer Nunn in on the tackle. Also Connor Stevens as well.
That kid's really good at falling forward. He falls forward about 2 yards every time.
Every time. 3rd down and goal from about the 2-yard line. So you know they're in 4-down territory here. Under a minute to play in quarter number 1. Gartman comes in under center. Gartman gonna hand it off. This time inside the end zone, touchdown. We'll have Tim hit that replay. Carter Wallace in on the touchdown and give them 6 more, and now the Mules trail by 2 scores. So now Dix coming in for the extra point attempt. Already 1 for 1 here tonight. Wow, Jackson losing to Gardner Ritter already. It is 12-0. Cape Central beating New Madrid 14-0 right now.
Oh, you hate to see Jackson losing.
Yeah, I'm heartbroken by it. This one goes up and it's good. It's now a 2-score lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Mules coming back with the ball. You're watching and listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Russian Towing and Automotive is here to help. A cracked windshield or unexpected car trouble? Russian Towing has you covered. Since 1956, the Russian family has been dedicated to keeping our roads safe. Now Russian's Towing offers comprehensive auto repairs, on-site windshield repairs, and full windshield replacements. Whether it's a cracked windshield, an oil change, unexpected car trouble, or you need a tow, it's Russians to the rescue at 573-785-6349.
All right, so we are back now, and the Mules are down by 2 touchdowns. Mules 7:30 on the dot. You know who else is tuning in right now, John?
Let's hear it,
You know
Frankie.
who it is. Grandma
Hear it.
Jackie watching us right now.
I got to meet Grandma Jackie.
Yes, you did.
It was wonderful.
She's a great, great lady, no doubt about that. All right, so here we go now. This one is going to be dropped in the end zone, and luckily for the Mules, it'll be a touchback. For the Mules, number 11, Xavier Jones. It goes in the end zone. Mules will have it now, 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Our ball game here today proudly presented by Poplar Bluff Monument Works. They love Mules football season. Poplar Bluff Monument Works is proud supporter of the team and the community. They are honoring your loved ones' life with care and compassion. Don't forget, tonight, with it being a home football game, you got to go by Pizza Inn following tonight's game. They're going to stay open until 11 o'clock tonight. It is the official Friday Night Lights sponsor of the game. If you're craving pizza or irresistible chocolate chip dessert pizza, they've got you covered at Pizza Inn in Poplar Bluff.
That's going to get me, Frankie.
It is. So now Edmondson gets it outside. You better believe it. Hunter Clifford, you betcha he puts that arm in the air. That'll be an Edmondson and Holt. Attorneys at law, 1st down.
You know, we're playing with this team, Frank. We stay a little more focused. I think we'll be all right.
Going to be all the way out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 14 yards on the play. Don't forget about our trivia right now going on. It is up on Facebook and on YouTube. If you know the right answer, make sure and hit us up. Up for grabs, a gift card from Academy Sports for $100. Sorry, John, you can't win. Another pass outside to Hunter Clifford. This time the defense was all over it that time. Not going to go anywhere on that particular play.
That's an understatement. I can't win.
That's right.
I'd have to get it right.
You got to get it right first. I was going to say. We'll put the question back up on the screen. Give us your answers. And also make sure and hit that share button for us. I was checking some of our stats. Already 3,000 views right now on Facebook.
Oh, that's great.
Incredible.
It's great, and the stadium is packed tonight,
Stadium
man.
is packed. You got to be proud of what we're seeing here tonight. Edmondson now. Ferguson in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Ferguson, or make that to Edmondson. He keeps it. A spin move, another Edmondson, and hold attorneys at law, first down.
Yeah, that was a nice play. It was almost a disaster, but it was perfect.
I was thinking the same thing. That handoff was almost disastrous.
It was almost disaster, but it worked.
But I tell you what, Jay and Ferguson, these guys have worked together all off season, and boy, it is showing. That is the end of the first quarter. So at the end of one, Mules are down by 2 scores. We're coming right back in 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. You're watching and listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Refresh and refuel at Village Express, your ultimate fuel partner. Fill up on $30 or more in fuel and get a free fountain drink. Show your school spirit and wear a Poplar Bluffs Mule shirt and get an exclusive grab-and-go game day meal for cheap. Wings and 2 sides for just $5.99. Village Express is located on the corner of PP Highway and West Boulevard. Your official fuel partner for every Poplar Bluff football game.
Go Mules! Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions, 785-1500.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember, Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
All right, so here we go now. Second quarter time, and Edmondson going to hand it off to Ferguson. They switch sides. The Mules now going to go right to left on your radio and TV screen. Ferguson, he is going to have a couple of yards. We'll see where they mark him. No, they're going to say he lost a couple of yards back to the 45-yard line at second down and 12. Mules, by the way, on the ground tonight, just 29 yards of offense. Mules are averaging about 3.5 yards per play on the ground. Mules have only 28 yards through the air so far. Mules down by 2 touchdowns. Mules come out, nobody in the backfield. Edmondson's going to go downfield. Yes, sir. Dylan Hall with a big catch. It is in Edmondson, and Holt first down. And the Mules officially now, baby, inside the red zone here tonight. Proudly presented by Baldwin Toyota.
I like that, Frankie. Throw it.
Mules, that was a nice catch by the Mules center fielder, as I call him, Dylan Hall.
Yep.
He is inside the red zone, down to about the 17-yard line. Boy, the Mules needed a big play like that. Mules, that time around, it goes for 38 yards. It is the biggest play of the season thus far. So now the Mules, last season in the red zone, the Mules scored a touchdown 93% of the time. Why not make it 100% right now?
That's right, Frankie. We need it.
We
right
need
here.
it.
100% of the time.
Boy, Jay Edmondson, he let that one fly, and Hall made a spectacular catch like he always does. If there's a ball somewhere near him, he's going to go find it. 14-0 is your score. So now Edmondson going to keep it this time. Boy, the defense collapsing on Edmondson, and he did the right thing by keeping the football. And that's going to bring up second down on the other side. Looks like Colt Clifford, Hunter Clifford, and Dylan Hall trying to get open, but unable to be successful. And Jay just says, I'll take the hit, and I'll keep the football.
Yeah, he didn't have much time at all there. turned it into not much of a loss, maybe a little bit yard.
I think he may have gained a yard, actually, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, we'll take it.
I think he gained about a yard. We'll give him 2nd down and 9. I thought he lost a yard there for a minute, but they're going to say that he gained a yard.
It was a heads-up play to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now Edmondson comes out. Empty backfield yet again. The Mules here. 2nd down and about 9. Edmondson going to keep it again. Goes up the middle. He slips a little bit, and boy, he was making his way toward the end zone. He'll be inside the 10-yard line, but he did slip on the turf, and that's what halted his momentum on that run.
Yeah, he cut back to the right. I thought he should have gone to the left, but he had a lot of space, and then those guys closed on him quickly.
That's a big gain there. It's going to be inside the 10-yard line to about the 9. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2. 3rd down and 2. Boy, we want to see those firecracker emojis come out on social media when the Mule scores. I want to get Tim on that instant replay button. He's napping on me over there. We got to wake him up. Ferguson now coming in, 3rd down and 2. This time Edmondson's going to keep it again, and this time he's going to be drilled right at the marker, it looks like. We'll see where they mark him down. I don't think he's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's going to be a little bit short. He's going to be a yard shy of the 1st down marker. 4th and 1 coming up here right now for the Mules.
Boy, that front 3 for Valley View, some big old kids.
They are some huge kids.
Lord.
Mules right now 0 for 3 on 3rd down conversions so far this year. The Mules 0 for 1 as well on 4th down. Let's go, Mules Nation. Let's hear you. The Mules need you now. It is a 4th down and about 1. Ferguson lining up right beside Edmondson. Here is the snap. Going to be another keeper this time, and this time I believe he's got enough for an Edmondson and hold attorneys at law 1st down. Boy, just enough on the 1st down.
Yeah, good.
Whew. That was close. All the way down just beyond the 7-yard line. They'll say the 6. They gave him 2 yards.
It's always tough, It's 4th and 1. They line up in the shotgun. You got to run a few yards to get there, but he got there.
He did. Now the Mules have got to punch it in here. It's 4-down territory, down 2 scores. 7:26 to go. The Mules have had a long, sustaining drive. 38 yards a moment ago from Jay to Dylan Hall. Ferguson now lines up right beside Jay. Here we go. Jay this time is going toward the end zone, and this one is going to be incomplete, intended for Colt Clifford, number 20.
Nice play. I like the call. Just a little bit overthrown.
2nd down and go to go. Hey, Romeo is tuning in tonight from Lebanon. He says, let's go Mules.
Right on.
John, you've gone worldwide, my friend, just so you know.
Yeah, we had Australia for a while, didn't we?
We did. So now the Mules here coming back out, 2nd and go. Edmondson, empty backfield for the Mules. The Mules offensive line trying to make something happen here, open something up. Edmondson, 2nd and goal. This time he's going to keep it himself. He'll go up the middle, and he's going to extend.
That's close.
It is close and just to the 1-yard line. Edmondson getting about 5 yards. 3rd and goal from the 1. Steve Niederkorn is tuning in from Poplar Bluff. Big Mules fan. He's also a big John Scott fan.
Well,
He wants me to ask you, what's up with that excuse of a goatee there?
I get nervous around any kind of highway patrol, retired or otherwise. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm growing a beard, Frank. I'm trying to be like you.
I don't have a beard. I got a goatee.
I got to looking like the Gerber baby, so I decided to grow a beard.
All right, Jay Edmondson now comes up 3rd and goal from the 1. Mules trying to get on the board. Edmondson now, shotgun formation. He'll keep it again, and this time he'll walk it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mules. First touchdown of this season. It is a Barker's Towing and Auto Repair replay, and the Mules are on the board. They now trail 14-6.
Good senior leadership there, Jay Edmondson, making it happen. Replay, there it is.
Replay, baby. Coming up, Colt or I should say Hunter Clifford. He is the kicker here for the extra point. It is an Ozark Legacy Partners extra point. It is through the uprights, and the Mules now trail by 1 touchdown. It is a 14-7 ball game. Bring those emojis. Oh, there may have been a flag on the play. Hang on a second. Hold up. Hold up. So it's going to be against the Mules. I did not see the flag at the beginning, so we're going to take 1 point off the board.
Don't need it.
And we're going to do it again. In the meantime, let those emojis come raining down on Facebook land and in YouTube land. We like to see those booms. We started that a few years ago.
Yes.
It's kind of stuck with us a little bit.
There it goes. Right on. Exciting stuff, Frankie.
So now Hunter Clifford again coming back out for the extra point. The holder is Jay Edmondson after he scores the first touchdown of the season for Poplar Bluff, giving the Mules a 14-6 game. So now we'll try it again. Hunter Clifford lines up for the extra point, presented by, and we got another one. This one goes up, and yes it is. Okay, now we'll give him the extra point attempt. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Mules down by 7 points on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Insurance decisions shouldn't be a shot in the dark. With expert advice, personalized service, and a wide range of carriers, Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners should be your first choice. We're not just experienced agents, we're your partners. We offer a wide range of carriers for tailored coverage and better rates. So expect a handshake, a chat, and solutions that fit like a well-tailored suit. For auto, home, business, life, health, and even Medicare, make Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners your first choice for insurance.
All right,
It's
so
our
we are
family
back. Let's go
protecting
down
your
to
family.
Sean Mann. Sean, and after that first touchdown, hopefully the Mules now, some momentum finally on their side.
Yeah, that first quarter did not exactly go the way they wanted, but they were able to get the momentum going in the second quarter. Hopefully a quick defensive stop will allow them to get the ball back and get the game tied before halftime.
All right, Sean, stand by. We'll come back to you here in just a few moments. And the Mules now back in the ball game. Boy, that makes a lot of folks happy here on Facebook land. And now the Mules coming back out. Hunter Clifford, a booming kick down to about the 8-yard line. Mules, good job there by Bryce Dobbs. In on the tackle, Rylan Ramsey, or make that Andrew Jones rather, is the man that took the punt or the kick out. So the Mules will have, or I should say Valley View will have it all the way to the 28-yard line here in the second quarter. We'll have Tim put that trivia question back up on the screen. If you're watching on Facebook and on YouTube, make sure and let us know what answer you think it is. And coming up at halftime, we're going to pick a winner. $100. What was that, John? No, you can't win this one. I'm sorry. You know who else is watching us tonight?
I wanted that grill from like 3 years ago.
You know who else is watching us tonight?
Let's hear it.
From Virginia Beach, our owner, Mr. John Trender, is tuning in, and he's evaluating what Tim is doing right now, so don't mess up, Tim.
Oh, yeah.
No extra pressure, my friend.
No pressure at all. Well, welcome, John. I'm sure the weather's nice out there in Virginia Beach. I'd like to be out there perhaps with my feet in the sand.
You know, John Trender is a huge Mules fan. Every year we send him and our corporate team some Mules gear, so we'll be doing that again this year. He is a huge fan of Poplar Bluff, so we're glad to have him alongside tonight.
Well, it's a great thing these guys are doing. It's a great thing your station does for the community, not just for the Poplar Bluff community, but for our away teams, because we know a lot of people tune in. It's a great, great, great service.
So here we go now. The Mules here. It is a 14-7 ball game. Mules have all 3 timeouts. Valley View, they've got 2 timeouts. Gartman again thought about passing it, keeps it himself, and he's gone. He may go to the, good job there by the Mules. Caden Jenkins saved a touchdown on that run.
He absolutely did. Yes. Good heads-up play. Now they got to just buckle down. That play's over.
Gartman, a huge, Ken Davis has to run down the sideline.
He's going to need a break.
They're going to give it all the way to around the 35-yard line. Well, now the officials are talking. Now they're going to say go ahead and go. It's going to be on the 36-yard line of Poplar Bluff. That's a huge first down. That is a huge play of 36 yards, and they're not wasting any time. Gartman again, he takes off, and this time goes up the middle, and he'll be near the 20-yard line. 2 plays back-to-back. That one is about 16 yards. Caden Jenkins again, another big stop.
He's earning that NIL tonight. Right, Frankie? Yeah, we got to buckle down and get a stop. They're just going to keep doing that. Man, it's frustrating.
Boy, I tell you what, Jason Hayes, he's got a point. He says, let's get these comments going. Let's hear you, Mules Nation. First down and 10, another handoff to Price, and Price this time not going to have a 10-yard gain, but he will have about maybe a 6-yard gain all the way down to about the 14-yard line. Connor Stevens in on the tackle that time. Already in the red zone. It took just 3 plays and already in the red zone rather. Under 5 minutes to play, we may get a timeout call by the Mules, and we will.
Good call.
That is a fantastic timeout. It is a Larry Hillis Dodge timeout as the Mules right now with 2 timeouts to go in this half. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching and listening to Mules football back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Baldwin Toyota presents the benefits of owning a Toyota. Fuel efficiency. Toyota pioneered hybrid technology combining gasoline and electric power for optimal fuel economy. Reliability. Toyota vehicles are known for their durability and longevity, reducing the risk of costly repairs. A strong resale value. Toyota owners are more likely to fetch a higher price compared to similar models from other brands. Experience these benefits and more firsthand at Baldwin Toyota.
So we are back following the Larry Hillis Dodge timeout. And now the Mules, by the way, Cape Central, they lead at 28-0 over New Madrid County Central. Jackson trails Cardinal Ritter 12-0. They're late in the first half. So now here is another handoff. This one the Mules were ready for. Not going to get much on the handoff, a little bit. Several Mules in on the stop. It's going to be 3rd down and short that time. Also coming up a little bit injured on the play is Parker King, number 6. It's 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1. They're going to give it to Price, and he's going to be near the first down. I think he's got enough.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Boy, that's an annoying one-two punch. Annoying 1-2 punch.
Just enough for the first down. All the way down to about the 9-yard line. 1st and goal now. Another handoff. They're going right back to the quarterback, Gartman. He is going to be near the touchdown, and I believe he's going to be just shy of the goal line.
That kid's scrappy, Frank.
He is. He was a great wide receiver a season ago, and they've got 3 downs to go about 1.5 yards. It is 12-8 Crystal City right now over Sykeston. 5:54 to go in the first half. So now lining up here once again, they're going to hand the football to Price, and Price this time buries his way in, but he's going to be short. Boy, good job by Caden Jenkins, also for the Mules, number 51, Grant Wood. That was a nice stop by the Mules, a little bit encouraging for the Mules. 3rd and goal now.
Yeah, our defense has played well overall, Frank. They have.
Keep those answers coming in on Mules Trivia, giving somebody a chance to win $100 coming up at halftime. We'd love to be about 50 shares by halftime. This one walks it in the end zone for the touchdown. It is about 1 yard for Carter Wallace, and now it is a 20-7 ball game. So now Brody Dix comes out for the extra point. Mules down at 2 scores again.
You know, it's a hard drive to Valley View, Frankie.
It was. We went there last year.
Drive to Jonesboro and then drive around I don't even know where. on the other side. It takes forever.
Mules try to block that kick, but it's not going to be to no avail. It is a 21-7 ball game. We'll keep it here for just a moment. Our ball game here today proudly presented by Mossy Oak Properties, Poplar Bluff Monument Works, Village Express. Also being brought to you by Pizza Inn in Poplar Bluff, Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, Country Road Market, Subway, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge, Air Solutions, Edmondson, and Holt Attorneys at Law. Also being brought to you by Maverick Glass and Senator Jason Bean, proud supporters of Poplar Bluff Mules football. It is a 21-7 ball game now. So now the Mules got to get, defense has got to step up here, Johnny boy.
Yeah, I mean, it's overall, they played okay. A couple of big plays. We've had some really good stops. I think we lose our focus at times, but offense, if we get another score here and just kind of hang around, then we got a decent shot.
Ryan Mitchell going to kick it off for the Blazers, going from left to right. Here is the kick, straight downfield. Let it go, let it go, let it go. It's going to go in the end zone. Did it go out of bounds first? Yes, it did. It's going to go out of bounds before it crossed the plane, so the Mules will have pretty good field position coming up following this penalty.
Air it out, Frankie.
And the Mules like to see that. So instead of it being 1st and 10 on the 20, it'll be near the 35.
Where's Darius Graham, Frankie? We need that play where he was
oh, my goodness.
Or Chris Matlock back in the day. Remember that? That kid.
I do.
Those are some good games. But tonight we can play with this team and we can score. No problem.
So the Mules now will have it 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. Mules scoring their first touchdown earlier this quarter. By the way, the Mules have held the football over 15 minutes. Mules 110 yards of offense. Valley View 134. Tom Cash just got home, is tuning in from Wichita. Glad to have you alongside Edmondson. Woo, this one nearly could have been picked off. Good defensive coverage. I'll tell you what, number 20 out there, Ricky Moffitt, I thought he was going to come in and make that pick. 2nd down and 10. Stacy Roach is tuning in. Jason Hayes is tuning in. So now here we go as Jay Edmondson. Edmondson now lines up in a shotgun formation. It is 2nd down and 10 rather. Mules have 2:47 and 2 timeouts to work with, trying to go in the end zone. Edmondson's going to go down the field again. He's got to come back and nearly picked off. The pass was intended for Logan Slack, and it's going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
I like the call, Frankie. I mean, why not? We need lightning here. Do it again.
3rd down and 10. Third and 10. Mules got to get a first down here, or at least attempt a first down. Don't want to give the ball right back. Edmondson's got to scramble, gets out of the pocket. He's going downfield again. Hunter Clifford is there.
Where's the
you
flag?
betcha, pass interference. They ran right into him. It was inadvertent contact. Clifford is going to be the beneficiary of the contact by Rylan Ramsey.
Oh, ref got excited getting
yes,
that
he
flag
did.
out.
I was like, just calm down, Blue. Calm down.
I was afraid he was going to throw a shoe.
So it's going to go against the defense. It'll be pass interference. It's pretty bad if we can call it all the way up here.
I was going to say, his eyes got real big on that one.
Boy, Clifford was coming back to the ball, and then the inadvertent contact. But I tell you what, good defensive play there by Valley View, too. They were aware of that football. They knew where it was.
Oh, yeah, no, that if that had been a completed pass, it could easily have been a touchdown.
So it is a first down for the Mules right on the 50-yard line. Their ball is right there on the Mules side of the 50. 2:33 and counting. Clock does stop for the penalty. Edmondson saw diamonds in his eyes when that ball was released. That's a 15-yarder. This one's going to go to Ferguson. Ferguson is going to go up the gut, and the ball came loose, but they're saying he was down, I believe. I think the officials say he was down by contact. So Ferguson will keep the Mules on the drive, and they're not going to get much.
Running a lot of time off the clock.
2nd down and 10, coming up on 2 minutes now. 2 minutes. Got to check our shares here. We love seeing those share numbers go up. Need about 9 more shares, and we're going to give away a $100 gift card, my friend.
But I can't win.
You can't win it. It's not because you're not eligible, because you don't know the answer.
That's true.
Edmondson.
Got no chance.
This one, is picked off this time. It is picked off. And he is going down the sideline, and he is going to walk it in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, that's no good. Is there a flag? There's a flag down.
There is a flag down all the way back on the 20-yard line.
We can hope for something, holding maybe, you're blocking the back. It's weird. That was a weird play.
Now the officials are getting together.
Did he lateral it, Frankie? I don't think the guy who intercepted is the guy who scored. And it's a long way over there.
We're going to see. The officials are walking to talk about it here a little bit further. And now they're going to have the play. We're going to go down here. Let's go down to Sean. And let's see what Sean says there on the sideline.
Looks like we have an unsportsmanlike conduct.
It's going to be a touchdown.
Against both teams. Yeah, against both teams. So,
it's going to be a touchdown. They'll offset each other. And it's now a 3-score game.
Oh, you hate to see that, Frank.
You do indeed. It was an interception. So now the touchdown will stand, and now it is a 27-7 score. So now here's the extra point attempt coming as quickly a 27-7 score. With 1:34 to play, the extra point is up, and it is good.
Well, that wasn't ideal, Frankie.
So now it is a 28-7 ball game. So now the Mules quickly down here by 3 scores. It is 8 o'clock on the dot. Poplar Bluff Mules soccer beat Anna Jonesboro 4-3. Congratulations to our Mules soccer team.
Hey, Frankie, don't forget everyone out there in radio, YouTube, and Facebook land. Cross country tomorrow morning in lovely Jackson. 10 o'clock, my daughter will be running. Everybody want to come out and watch some kids suffer? I always say that.
Well, it's not really suffering anymore because the weather's going to be calming down.
Oh, that's
it's going to be getting a little bit cooler outside.
It won't be quite as much suffering, not quite as much puking at the finish line, but still just enough to make it worthwhile, Frankie.
So it's now a 3-score game. 3-score game, and let's go down to Sean Mannon here for just a moment, and let's talk to Sean and tell me what the mood is like right now on the sideline.
It's not great.
He's a man of few words. Not great, he says.
Well, that's a valid
point.
Hashtag truth.
All right, Dix now with the kickoff, and this one, the Mules are going to drop it all the way back at the 10-yard line. They pick it up.
Face masking.
And the Mules will get just a little bit on the return. It's going to bring up 1st down and 10. Xavier Jones with the return. And not going to get much. Mules have it 1st down and 10 coming up here. All the way back around the 17-yard line. Mules have got to go quite the distance here in 1 minute and 26 seconds. 1:26. Coming up at halftime, we'll break it all down. We'll have our first performance of the season by the Show Me Marching Band. Valley View a season ago, they go 10-2 overall. They lost in the state quarterfinals. That was a pass outside. It was completed to Xavier Jones at number 11. And we'll see where they mark him down. He gets about 5 or 6 yards. They're going to mark him all the way down at the 22-yard line, a gain of 5.
You know, Frankie, we drove to Valley View one time for soccer, and we got in some area of the world I've never been on, some kind of a weird crooked wooden bridge. I don't know where it was. I'm glad we're here.
Me and you
I'll
both.
say that.
So now here we go as Edmondson now puts a man in motion. Caden Jenkins. Edmondson's going to keep it himself this time, and he's going to have an Edmondson and hold attorneys at law first down. So Edmondson
picks up the first down.
Mules here trying to get some points before the quarter comes to an end. They're at the minute 2 mark now.
They got to make it to halftime. Coach Manning, calm them down. They've had flashes of really good play tonight. A couple little breakdowns here and there.
So Edmondson's going to air one out again. Hunter Clifford. It is in the air, incomplete. And that was great coverage by Ricky Moffitt. Again by Valley View. It is a 2nd down and 10, a gorgeous pass. Maybe hung up a little bit too long there in the air.
Caught in the wind, Frankie.
The wind caught it.
That's what it was. It's exactly what it was. The
It is
mosquitoes all hit it at once and it went the other way.
2nd down and 10 to go.
Look at these Valley View cheerleaders, Frankie. There's 24 of them. And that doesn't count the Palm squad over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's another 20. There's a bunch.
So now the Mules coming back out here. 2nd down and 10. They are down to 47 seconds remaining here in the first half. Mules down 28-7. Edmondson now is going to air it out again, or try to. He is standing in the pocket. This one, oh my goodness, Colt Clifford, it hit him in the numbers, and it could not bring it down. 3rd down and 10.
Try to make his move before he caught it.
3rd down and 10.
Good crowd tonight, Frankie. I said it, I'll say it again.
Edmondson so far tonight, 11 carries, 58 yards, and the touchdown. His longest is 14 yards. Edmondson 7 of 15 on the night. He's got 71 yards, 1 pick. And that's where we are right now, 3rd down and 10. Mules tonight are make that 0 of 3 on 3rd down conversions. They can sure use one right about now. Edmondson back to the air again. This time he's got Dylan Hall wide open. There is your first down on a 3rd down. It is in Edmondson and Holt attorneys at law, 1st down. Dylan Hall with a huge grab that time, right at the 49-yard line of the Mules, a 16-yard gain.
Yeah, great catch. Jay threw it behind him a little bit.
30 seconds and counting. They've got to go 50 yards. It's a bobbled snap, and Edmondson picks it up, and he's going to go downfield. Boy, that's just smart awareness there by Jay Edmondson. A season ago, he may not have done that. That just tells you how his IQ has really grown over the offseason.
Yeah, 2 years ago, that would have just been a straight fumble. Last year, he might have got a sack. This year, he had the wherewithal to throw it out of bounds. Yeah.
Big crowd watching us tonight here on both of our social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube. So honored to have you guys alongside. 28-7. Still have a whole nother half to play. John Scott says if the Mules get a touchdown here, free hot dogs for everyone.
Hey, we'll go to Pizza Inn, baby.
Pizza Inn, you'll buy us all pizza.
We'll trough out.
Here is Edmondson now. He's going to keep it himself. Going to get around at the 47-yard line. The Mules are going to have to use a timeout.
You know, Frankie, I almost came up here and set up my roller. I'm going to have to get a table. I'm going to talk to Kent Keith. We're going to set this up.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to bring my roller up here.
Your roller?
My hot dog roller.
Oh, I thought you meant like your
my
your
rollers?
roller. Yeah,
I don't need rollers. I use a orange juice can for that.
Okay.
But no, I'll bring my hot dog roller up here and we'll fire that sucker up.
It is a Larry Hillis Dodge timeout here on the field. At 28-7, Mules are down to 1 timeout left. It is 8:06, 15 seconds remaining here in this first half. Our ball game is presented by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, a third-generation family-owned jewelry retail and repair store with over 60 years of serving Poplar Bluff and supporting your Poplar Bluff Mules. Find them on 67 South where Walmart is next to them, and brought to you by Eye Care Specialist, committed to the protection and preservation of the precious gift of sight. Nothing is more important than your eyesight. That's where Eye Care Specialist comes in, a proud supporter of Poplar Bluff Mules football. So now Edmondson lines up shotgun formation, 3rd down and 6. Make it 3rd down and about 8. So 3rd and 8 now. Boys Swim won something as well. This one over the middle. There is a completed catch. Colt Clifford, his first catch of the season. That is enough for an Edmondson and Holt Attorneys at Law first down. I told you, Colt Clifford is a guy you don't want to mess with. He's got a first down. He is all the way inside the 30. A gain of nearly 19 yards down to the 29-yard line. So it is a Mules first down. Michael Lampkin tuning in, and glad to have you alongside, my friend. So, Boys Swim won the Zizzer Invitational. Congratulations to Boys Swim.
Another good sport to come watch kids suffer. Swimming.
I think it's the parents that do the suffering near the pool with
I'll tell you
as
this,
hot
Frankie,
as it is.
I'll tell you this, your ears will suffer if you don't bring some earplugs
Some
to those swim
earplugs,
meets.
all right.
It's loud in there.
It's loud, he says. Well, we're coming up to about 50 shares before halftime. We can make that happen. We're going to give away that gift card.
I like it.
And if I can't find that gift card, Tim has graciously told me he'll pay for it. So see there? We're a great team in this booth.
Do you ever actually give any of these prizes to anybody? Really?
Sure we do. We take pictures in the lobby.
Exist? These names.
We take pictures in the lobby when they come in.
I'm not sure these people even exist.
You just want the gift cards, what it
Grandma
is.
Jackie and her dog Misty going to win.
Misty hasn't gotten fed much tonight. She's probably not happy right now. So 6 seconds, time for one more play. Edmondson's going to go toward the end zone. He's going to air it out. This one's a wobbly pass, and it's going to be picked off. No damage done, though, as time is expired. But nevertheless, the Mules, as time expires, it is a 3-touchdown lead as the Mules trail 28-7. All right, coming up next, we're going to have our halftime report. It's all being brought to you by PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialists. We'll break it all down, and we're going to give away that gift card courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. And then next half, we're giving away St. Louis Cardinal tickets, and they will take on the Mariners next Sunday. We've got a family 4-pack coming your way. Don't go anywhere. Halftime, Mules down 28-7. You're watching and listening to Mules football. Let's take a 4-minute timeout, and we'll come right back on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. As the name suggests, Barker's does more than just towing.
Here at Barker's, we offer a complete line of automotive services, including tires, brakes, alignments, maintenance, and repair.
And for our car enthusiasts, you'll enjoy our speed shop for quality performance parts.
We are locally owned and look forward to earning your business.
And for those times that you need a tow, Barker's Towing is available 24/7 for all of your towing and auto recovery needs.
It's Barker's by request. 573-785-7811.
Here at Mossy Oak Properties Mozark Realty, our clients come first. Our team of full-time agents go the extra mile to make sure you are satisfied. At a glance, we are outdoorsmen, but if you dig deeper, you will find real estate experts ready to help you write the next chapter of your life. Contact any of the full-time agents of Mozark Realty at 712-2252 or online at mozark.com.
Tired of wondering where your meat comes from? Country Road Market has the answer. We're bringing the farm straight to your table. From fresh cuts to custom processing, we do it all. Bring us your deer, hog, or cattle, and let our expert butchers work their magic. Skip the grocery store and support your local farmers. Country Road Market is located at 558 County Road 507, just off Highway KK in Wapapillo.
We know that having a strong defense is key to winning any game, and that's why you need Edmondson and Holt, attorneys at law, by your side. Just like the Mules face challenges with grit and determination, Edmondson and Holt will handle your legal matters with that same drive and commitment. From complex cases to straightforward advice, Edmondson and Holt is the strong local defense you need. For a free consultation, call Edmondson and Holt at 573-785-0127.
Attention farmers. Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire is running a farm special on tractor tires until the end of the year. Yes, you heard that correctly. Until the end of the year, Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire carries all the big names you know and trust. They also offer all sizes. No matter what size tractor you have, they can get you taken care of. For all of your tractor tire needs, call Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire at 573-840-5053 and ask for Shannon Bradley. That's 573-840-5053.
And we are back here. We're going to switch cameras if you're watching us on Facebook and YouTube. We want to get our Palm Squad in here tonight. You're watching now from the home side. Now remember, we're not allowed to stop talking during their performance. I wish we could, but they will knock us off the air if we do that because of copyright infringements.
Don't worry about any of that, Frankie.
I'm just saying I don't feel like being knocked off the air. So, coming up, we will show you the Show Me Marching Band here in just a moment. And the Mules right now trailing 28-7. So let's kind of go ahead now and talk about the first half here. Before we give away any gift cards or anything, let's just pause what we're doing here. Let's talk about where we are right now. Valley View is scoring 14 points apiece each in the first quarter and the second quarter. They lead at 28-7. The Mules right now, total yards, 164. Valley View at 134. Tell you what, I think so far the play of the game was back early in the first quarter on a block punt into the end zone. One play by Valley View got them off to a 7-0 start, and that really, at least in my mind, it set the tone so far.
Yeah, it's hard to say it, and not laugh, but the score is much more lopsided than the game is. They've had two scores on two not really fluke plays, but that one short one you mentioned, then the interception there in the second quarter, that's two breakdowns that we didn't need. Overall, the score doesn't reflect it, but overall, I've liked our defense. I think they played very well. They got a few stops in there. And Valley View's are a really good team. People don't realize they're excellent
very good
team. Excellent team.
They lost last year in the quarterfinal round, rather. They lost to a state-ranked team only by 8 points. So They were 10-2 overall. So far tonight, let's go over some of the numbers right now. Valley View has only had the football. You ready for this? 8 minutes and 57 seconds. Meanwhile, the Mules, 15 minutes and 3 seconds. And the Mules have only scored at 7 points so far. The Mules are averaging about 4 yards a play. Coach Manning told me he thought his team could get 3 or 4 yards per play. They're doing that right now, but they are down by 21 points. The Mules, by the way, third down conversions, they are just 1 out of 3 so far tonight. Or make that 0 of 3. They are 2 out of 3, though, on fourth down conversions. You look at the overall numbers right now. It has been, so far, Edmondson, 12 carries for about 60 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Ferguson, 3 carries for 1 yard. And then Dylan Hall has 1 carry -4. Spencer Nunn has a carry for just 2 yards. Edmondson, 9 of 19 through the air. He's got 107 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Dylan Hall, 2 catches, 54 yards. Hunter Clifford has 3 catches, 15 yards. Colt Clifford has a catch for 20 yards. Xavier Jones a catch for 5. And then Spencer Nunn, 1 catch for 9. And Caden Jenkins, 1 catch for 4. On the other side, Gartman, he has been the man so far, 8 carries, 91 yards. We want to pause here real quickly, and we're going to stop talking. And we want you to listen and watch online our Show Me Marching Band under the direction of Steve Winters. Almost said Matt Winters. That's our city manager. That wouldn't have worked. So we'll say Steve Winters, our band director here. And in the meantime, if you're watching us at home, we hope you enjoy your Show Me Marching Band, as we do have a camera on the other side of the football field. So enjoy your Poplar Bluff Show Me Marching Band, our halftime. It's all being brought to you by our good friends at PB Realty and Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. On the radio side, we will go to a quick commercial break. On the video, we're going to stay right here. You're watching and listening to Mules Football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. We're going to keep it right here on the video side for you to enjoy the Show Me Marching Band. Hope you're enjoying the Show Me Marching Band as they continue to perform here at halftime. Brought to you by PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. All right, so we are back, and what a great job by our Show Me Marching Band as they performed here at halftime. What'd you think, John?
Oh, it's great, Frankie. You know, I always love watching the band at halftime. The one thing is, and I realize it's like 100 degrees or whatever, but I like it when they wear their full uniforms and all that. But my band career was short-lived. Played the kazoo one time. But I like to see the band. We got good numbers. And great to be able to watch them from the front end for a change. Thanks to you guys.
You know, and that's the thing. You know, and I know it may not seem like it, but we've really wanted to make it to where we could see the band. But I tell you what, Tim's a jack of all trades, and you know, him to be able to do that, and I mean, I'm not sure what he's doing right now. Honestly, it's like he's in heavy thought. But I mean, you see the setup that he's got there, and I want folks to know this at home. He's got multiple screens, multiple cameras. We got a camera that you can't even see, John. It's all the way on the top of the press box.
Yeah.
He's got a big old black controller in the office there. And what's so funny?
I was just thinking, every year this gets a little more involved.
It gets more intense every year.
The length of wires.
We're never satisfied with what we do. We never are satisfied.
Next year, Frankie, you need to put some GoPros on the players, or at least the ref cam.
No, I was gonna have Mark Barus down there, Coach Barus, to have one of those headsets.
Coach Cam, we might have to have a delay on that.
Maybe so. A few of them actually.
You could put one on Gary Simmons, maybe on the sideline over there, something. But
I tell you what, it's been crazy. It's been, and we're getting some comments here, right here for the Show Me Marching Band. That's what it's about. The parents that, you know, they've reached out to me for so long, and they were like, hey, can we see the marching band? We've got some parents that are working right now, and that's why we're doing this. We want to make sure, and I know it's not the best camera in the world, but it's a big start, and that's what we care about.
Considering where this was, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when it was really the radio only and the idea of streaming and all the crazy COVID stuff, and when you guys started what you do, and it's just gotten better and better, and that's, to me, has been the most impressive thing, is you guys are never satisfied. I mean, a couple years ago, I thought this is pretty cool, you know, I'd leave it at that, but no, every year you guys add something, and it's a lot of work. It is. They kid around about that 90-minute setup, but you know, when they go on the road, which last year I went a lot on the road, which was actually pretty interesting to watch Frankie and Tim set up, and they get there really early and they get the best spots, and then they have to sort of fight with the locals, which is kind of fun to watch. They get it all set up.
Sometimes I fight with our own coaches sometimes.
Yeah, no kidding. Fight with your own people sometimes to get the right spot, and then they got to tear it all down and take it home after the game. And shoot, there's been at least, I remember in Sykeston they turned the lights out. I think Cape, they turned the lights out on us, and we're up on the roof in the wind, and these guys are pulling cords and very high dollar expensive equipment and moving around, and to do that every week, I don't know how you guys do it, to be honest.
Well, I'll tell you what, we appreciate the kind words in our community. They're so wonderful, and they keep coming back. And you know, Tim and I were talking. I started this little adventure 16 years ago. I was working at the time for Sheriff Mark Dobbs at the time. I got a call, and it was John Rice. He said, hey, do you mind doing a season of football with me or for me? And I said, you know, I can give it a try. And at that time, I was strictly on AM radio only, 930 only. And Tim and I were having this conversation a few hours ago. I would never have believed that we were going to be where we are today. And, you know, you take the video aspect into it, and I'm telling you, that is the biggest thing right there, was just the fact that we were able to add some video to everything. So that being said, we're going to try to head across the football field, and I think Sean is over there. I can't see if he is standing by one of the coaches or not. Sean, are you with me?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Sean.
All right, we're still waiting for the coaches to come all out of the locker room. Looks like a few of the players have started to trickle out, but many of them are still in there. I know Coach Jefferson's still in there talking with him. I know they're having a long conversation about what happened in that second quarter, and hopefully they're going to come out and all guns blazing.
All right, my friend. Well, hopefully whenever you come out, may want to come down a little closer, my friend. You might be a little bit out of range, but we'll check back with you as soon as we see some of the coaches coming out of the football, or I should say from the locker room area. We want to give a big shout out to all of our sponsors here They are Senator Jason Bean, Maverick Glass, Edmondson and Holt Attorneys at Law, Air Solutions, Larry Hill Estage. Also being brought to you by Eye Care Specialist, Christian Automotive and Tires, Subway, Country Road Market, Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. Also being brought to you by Pizza Inn, staying open till 11 o'clock here tonight because it is a Mules home football game. Sean, if you've got a coach, take it away.
Yes, with Coach Jefferson. So what's your opinion? What have you said to the players after that first half?
We just got to execute on the run game. They see that we're not running the ball well, so what they're going to do is they're going to start, they're going to start rushing their guys. So we got to, just go back to what's been working with us all summer. That's just executing on the little stuff. Receivers have got to block. If we can't block, we can't run. So we got to clean that stuff up if we want to get back into this game.
There's been a few penalties there in the first half that have proven kind of detrimental. Had you talked with your players about that?
We just got to keep our cool and just play fundamental sound football. I mean, penalties hurt. There's some that didn't go our way, and there's some that did, but we don't depend on that. We just got to do our job and hopefully find a way to, make plays happen so we can come back and.
Sean, if you don't mind, ask him real quickly, what is he like so far about the first half? It's got to be something, right?
Yeah, there's got to be some positive that you saw out of that first half that you want to talk about.
Yeah, it's the first game, and everybody's excited, and the excitement's still going on in the locker room. And, the great thing about football, there's 4 quarters, and we still got 2 left. So if they can score 28, we can score 29. So.
Well, good luck, Coach. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, Sean, great job as always, my friend. So while you're standing down there, you kind of got a chance to talk to him before I threw it to you. It seemed like that even though we're down 28-7, there's still a lot of optimism there on that side of the football field.
Yeah, they really talked about how well Jay Edmondson played. He made a few plays downfield. He made plays with his leg. He was really being the spark and the catalyst for the offense there in the first half. And outside of a few big plays, the defense played pretty well. They were pinned back at the first drive, and there was also the pick. So they played real well, and hopefully they'll be able to turn that momentum and raise it up, give the offense some chances to make the score a little bit closer as we get in the second half.
Sean, as we see the players walking out, kind of turn around for just a minute and kind of take it all in and look at their facial expressions. Do they look like they're down right now? Do they seem like they're pumped up and ready for a second half surge? As you see the players kind of walking out, walk us through what you think you're seeing over there near the track.
I'm seeing a lot of conversation. I'm seeing players talking to each other about what they're going to need to do. So that means they're engaged, they're up, they're ready, they're talking about what they're going to have to do to get back in this game.
All right, Sean, thank you so much, my friend. And I tell you, that's one of those other aspects that we try to bring to the folks that are tuning in, whether they're listening on the radio, whether they're watching at home, and that is Sean Manning over there doing a phenomenal job on the sideline, talking to the coaches. And I want to say thank you to Coach Jefferson, down 28-7. Some coaches may tell someone, take a hike, but you know what? Our coaches are classy all the way, and they never shy from a microphone.
Yeah, there's nobody
except
better
for Coach Bruce.
There's nobody better than Coach Jefferson, a good role model for the kids. I've told this before in years past, but when my son was little, Coach Jefferson was his basketball coach, maybe 5th grade-ish, somewhere in there. And this guy showed up like in a suit, and I was like, who in the world is this? Well, it turned out to be Coach Jefferson. Stand-up guy, good for the kids. And I'm glad to see him on the sideline. I like our coaching lineup. These guys, they're going to grow with the team. And so far, first game against a really good opponent. These guys should not be hanging their heads. They got another half of football. And I do think we can put some points up and play with this team.
Well, I want to give away a gift card right now is what we're going to do, and we're going to do that coming up next. We're going to take a 30-second break. So, Tim, if you don't mind, go ahead and put that trivia question on the board again. What I want to know is who is the only Mules football player to be a 2-time Mules Defensive Player of the Year? Was it Bob Larkin, Stan Revell, Jeff Manning, Travis Tinsley? We've got the answer coming up in 30 seconds. Your last opportunity. Go ahead and keep those comments coming up, and we'll be back in 30 seconds with the answer and the winner when we come back. You're watching and listening to Mules Football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Poplar Bluff Monument Works is dedicated to care, compassion, and community. For more than 50 years and passed down through generations, Poplar Bluff Monument Works has been an important piece of our community, standing with us in our most difficult moments while we grieve the loss of a loved one. Poplar Bluff Monument Works is there to guide you through the entire process. From vision and design concepts to the expertly etched stone monument that beautifully reflects your loved one's life. Poplar Bluff Monument Works, memories carved in stone.
So during that last radio timeout, I was playing a Subway commercial, and I'm getting kind of hungry now. Thankfully, is there any more subs in that box, Tim? He's probably ate all of them. I bet between him and Sean, they're all gone.
We're going to hit Subway on our way to Pizza Inn.
Tell you what, they're going to have that pizza going until 11 o'clock. I may have to go over there.
Wouldn't be the first time I hit two places.
There you go.
On the way to
all
the
right,
third.
So let's give our answer. And drum roll, a $100 gift card. The right answer to tonight's first question, it is... We'll let Tim hit that graphic for the answer. It is our current head coach, Jeff Manning. He was a two-time Mules Defensive Player of the Year, the only Mules history player. Got it in 1999 and in 2000. How about that for trivia?
Just the other day, Frankie, that's good. I'm glad we got a head coach.
Did you know the answer before we gave it?
No, I saw it on your sheet over there.
You cheater. That's why you can't win.
I didn't see it.
Is your name Tiffany Sutton of Poplar Bluff?
Yeah, that's me, man.
That is not your name.
I changed
Tiffany
my name
Sutton
earlier
of Poplar
today.
Bluff has just picked up the gift card from Academy Sports and Outdoors. Congratulations, Miss Tiffany. We will contact you following this broadcast. See, I've got it written down. See there? What does that say?
It says John Scott.
Does not say John Scott.
That's what
it says Tiffany Sutton of Poplar Bluff. So we'll get a hold of her coming up following this game, so that way she can come by next week with a picture, and we will have that gift card for her in just a minute.
Well, congratulations, Tiffany. I denied once again.
I had to stop talking there for a minute because I was asked if I had a key to the press box, and I don't have a key to the press box because the other coaches have been locked out.
I got burglar's tools, Frankie.
I can pick a lock back in my prime.
I was like, give me a minute.
I may have to call Mr. Edmondson here real quick to help me out with something.
That's the other thing that people don't realize is Frankie can run all this, talk to three people at once, and still call the game.
I'm telling you
it's talent.
I'll tell you what, we're having a lot of fun. 16 years in, and I feel like I haven't even reached my prime yet. I really feel that way. If I can, real quickly, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say a big thank you to my wife and to my son, because without them two and their support, I wouldn't be doing this. Tim's wife the same way. They give up an awful lot for us to be able to do this, because as you know, you've been with me a couple of years. We obviously do a lot of travel, a lot of overnight stays, and you got to have a great family back home that supports you, and they do just that.
I think they're happy. They're happy you're gone, right?
Listen,
Frankie?
I wasn't going to go that direction, but you might be right.
She told me to do some more overnight. Go back to Joplin,
I believe she told me to stay out of her hair is what she said. She looks forward to August because she'll say, I'll see you in May.
Yeah, right on.
All right, so there you go. We've gave away one of our big items. We still have St. Louis Cardinal tickets to give away. That'll be for September the 8th, by the way, a Sunday game. They are taking on the Seattle Mariners. That'll be next Sunday, a family 4-pack. We're going to do that coming up this half. Don't go anywhere. I feel like the Mules are going to come out strong. We'll be on defense when we come back. We're back in 30 seconds. You've been watching the Halftime Report brought to you by PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist. We're back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chipped windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
All right, so here we go. And look what I got, John.
Oh,
brand new bottle.
Brand new
When
bottle.
I say a bottle, I mean a green drink, folks.
That's my purple drink.
That's
in the
what
car.
I mean. That's what you say.
I said I left my purple drink in the car.
Gotcha.
You got the green, baby.
All right, so here we go now. The Mules about to kick off. They'll be going from right to left this time. Mules going to kick it off. Hunter Clifford, here we go. This one is going to go
out of bounds.
Nope. No, it's going to be touched. I thought it was touched. I don't see a flag. I think it was touched by Valley View before it went out of bounds.
I don't see a flag.
No, now they're going to throw a flag.
Nah,
they're going to say it wasn't touched. So that's what we were waiting for. We were waiting to see if the ball was touched or not. But Valley View, that was a good heads-up play. They let the ball travel out of bounds. Instead of near the 20, it'll be 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. So pretty good field position to begin this first drive out of halftime. Our ball game here today proudly presented by Country Road Market, Subway, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge, Air Solutions, Edmondson, and Hold Attorneys at Law, Maverick Glass, Senator Jason Bean, and being brought to you by Pizza Inn in Poplar Bluff. I may have to kill the video feed early and get over to Pizza Inn by 11.
Beat the rush.
Beat the rush. I'll leave Tim here by himself. Here we go. Gartman back out. Shotgun formation. We'll see what the Mules D can do early. Good job by Connor Stevens. It'll be at least a 6-yard gain that time on the handoff. Connor Stevens was ready for that one all the way to about the 41. It is now a 2nd down and about 4. No, they're going to, 2nd down and 4 now. Come on, defense is right. Shane Hanley says, let's go D. You can hear the Mules fans right in front of us. Going to be a pass play. This one goes out of bounds. Incomplete to Parker King.
Quarterback a little slow getting up that time, number 2.
Yep.
Gartman.
It's going to be Gartman.
I want to say Cartman.
You know what I forgot to give you? I do have them. I have your sheets, your rosters and stuff, and I forgot to give them to you.
I was going to study them
I apologize.
Hard. No, ain't no problem, Frankie. I'll just get by.
You're going to get by. 3rd down and 4. Boy, if the Mules can make a stop here, that's a great sign.
Yes.
It's a great adjustment here at halftime. Stacy Rommel tuning in back in Bluff. Oh, it's going to be a fumble. Boy, good job there by the defense of the Mules. They were there quickly, but Valley View able to retain possession, and that was a great heads-up play there by Peyton Hicks.
Yeah, quarterback shaking up a little bit. He's got something with a knee or a calf, maybe a cramp.
That's going to be Manning there, number 19.
He got up slow.
He did. It's going to be 4th down. Looks like they're going to go for it. No, they're going to back up. They may go ahead and kick it now. Colt Clifford goes back. It will be a punt, high, straight punt. Clifford this time does the right thing and just gets out of the way. Doesn't let it get nowhere near him. Mules are going to have it 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. All right, so here we go. Here we go for our second half trivia, Tim. Cardinal tickets are on the line. The last season in which the Mules won their home opener was 2000. That should say 2021, not 2001, my bad. 2021. Who was that opponent against? Was it Sumner, Agape High School, Riverview Gardens, or Park Hill Central? That's what I want to know. 1st and 10 on the 21-yard line. Here we go. Mules now have an opportunity.
Is that right, Frank? Is that a real
No,
question?
It should be 2021.
Oh, I was going to say.
No.
I was like, wait a minute.
You heard me say.
Okay, I got you. Yeah,
you heard me.
I was reading it, and I thought, no, that can't be right.
No,
I know this one, Frankie.
We got another injury here on the field by Valley View. This one looks to be Rylan McInerney, number 10. And, boy, he's a huge piece of this defense.
He may be cramping, too.
I think he is. There's two members right now working on cramps. We've got one on the sideline here. Gartman is working on cramps.
Those guys ran a lot.
Yes, they have. So that should say 2021. Okay, it's right. Yeah, 2021.
He changed it. Look at this.
Oh, did you change it?
Thank
you, Tim. Tim's the man.
Oh, he's changing stuff. I like it.
Okay, I'm allowed one mistake per season, and that's it right there. That's my mistake.
Pressure's on now.
4-yard gain on the play for the Mules. And now it'll be a 2nd down and 6. Somebody is going to win some Cardinal tickets tonight. And it will not be John Scott. Then I can assure you, folks.
Robbed again. I do actually know this one, Frank. This is a good story. Once you do it, we'll talk about that game.
I think you do know the answer. You should know the answer anyway. You were with me.
That was a good one, yeah.
Second down and 6. Once again, Edmondson.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's going to be picked in midair. And a touchdown. Oof. That was picked and taken back to the house.
Oof. Yeah, he jumped that one.
He did. He jumped it indeed. Another 6 points. Eli Thornton. And now it is a 34-7 game. We knew going into this ball game that this team was going to be tough. We knew this going in. The first part of our schedule is absolutely brutal. Kick is on the way by Dix, and this one is up, and it is good. It is now a 35-7 ball game. Connor Schuchard is tuning in. We're stepping away 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
We are back. It is a 35-7 ball game. I'm going to give you a number, John Scott. And here's the deal. So far tonight, we've already had over 5,000 views on Facebook alone. Not YouTube, just Facebook. And I was told the only reason why folks are watching is because of Tim Hicks. That's what I was told. This one, the ball's going to go in the end zone. It's going to be a touchback.
It's about 4,900 of those people are tuning in for Tim. The rest of them are waiting for you or me to mess up.
No, they're waiting for, they're actually, I'll tell you what, if I can get to 100 shares, Tim, we may put John Scott on camera, and we're going to make John drinks this ginger thing I've got going on.
Oh, yeah, I need some of that ginger, Frankie. That stuff's good.
It is good. You've never even had it,
I'd like a ginger shot. Go down there and get a ginger shot, or make one at home.
I make my own.
You got your own ginger operation at home, I understand. But, yeah, it tastes like Tabasco sauce.
It does not taste like Tabasco sauce. That is a true fake news story right there.
It will clean out your sinuses.
Yes, it does. First down and 10 now. Mules in a hole, 35-7. They're going to hand it off. This one is going to go to Spencer Nunn. Or, correction, Caden Jenkins, rather. Jenkins is going to get the ball this time. It looked like number 9 for a second. We're way up top here, way on the other side. And we'll see where they spot him down. Right at the 20-yard line. Second down and 10. Mules here down at 35-7.
Room for improvement, Frankie.
So now Edmondson looking to throw the football. Inside the pocket there, now he's flushed outside. Still on his feet. He takes something and makes something happen. He's going to get all the way out to around the 24-yard line, and he was stopped well in the backfield. And he was able to pick up 4 yards of positive gain, and that's going to bring up third down in about 6.
You know, if we can just stay focused, Frankie, you know, work on each play, each drive, build on this, get a few small victories, man.
I'm not sure how he actually stayed on his feet without getting sacked. I mean, he was in the backfield, but that's just quick athleticism by that young man.
He ran about 40 yards to get 4.
Third down and 6. Edmondson, shotgun formation. He is back to pass. He's got a man there. Spencer Nunn bobbles it for a second, still on his feet. And that'll be an Edmondson and hold attorneys at law, first down. Boy, the Mules needed that one, no doubt about that. And they're going to mark him down at about the 38-yard line, I believe, a gain of 14 yards.
You can see Spencer coming along as a player every year. He's gotten better, plays both sides of the ball, good hands, good speed. He'll be a good one.
Hey, Coach McLevain tuning in on the baseball team. Going to be an assistant coach on the basketball team as well. Edmondson, he was sacked in the backfield, still got away. He is still going down the sideline, and he's going to go out of bounds. He was sacked and still ended up with a huge first down inside Valley View territory down to the 45-yard line.
Like to see that. You know, Jay's certainly no quitter. He's going to keep playing hard to the last horn. And I don't know how he got loose. He was completely wrapped up.
He was. He ended up breaking free. By the way, a quick backstory on Jay Edmondson. Got a chance to hang out with him at a fish fry. I challenged him to an arm wrestling match, and needless to say, it didn't happen. I saw how strong he was, and I'm like, never mind, I'll pass.
Some of your foot race challenges.
I didn't challenge him there either. Edmondson's going to go downfield. He's got a man there. This one always hit as he caught the football.
That was a wallop. Yeah, he took a
Hunter Clifford caught it, and then he got popped, and he dropped the football, and he is still a little woozy right there on the sideline. Man, that was a great throw by Jay Edmondson. Great defensive play.
It's one of those deals you'll feel tomorrow.
I feel it right now.
I was going to say.
And I'm all the way
I'll
up here.
I'll feel that one tomorrow.
Second down and 10. Edmondson now. Edmondson going to go downfield again. This one is nearly picked off again. Boy, I tell you what.
That number 20 is
Ricky
a player.
Moffitt, he is all over the place.
That kid's a player, 20.
Third down coming up. Boy, that's strong.
Don't get out of hand,
Third down.
Frankie. We got things to do later.
Third down. Going to Pizza Inn, you're buying.
We're going to run through town, hit Subway, Pizza Inn. Just keep rolling, baby.
Third down and 10 on the 45-yard line. All joking aside, a big shout out to our friends at Pizza Inn. They're streaming the game right now. Also at Subway, they've got the audio going on. Here we go, third down and 10. Edmondson on the outside. They've got a man there, and he's going to be close to a first down. We'll see where they spot him down. So Logan Slack with the pass. And we'll see where they're going to be just short of the first down marker all the way down to about the 36, a gain of 9. You got to go for it here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fourth down and 1. Bill Parsons is tuning in.
Oh, class of 90 guy.
I think he wants you to pay in pesos, he said.
That's right.
If I can read that properly.
Yep, pesos. Now he wants to know how's Pecos. That's his buddy. How's Pecos?
Okay.
Another class
Fourth
of 90
down
guy.
and 1. Edmondson going to be an option outside to Ferguson. This one worked fantastically this time. It is an Edmondson and hold attorneys at law first down as Ferguson on the option picks up the first down. All the way down to about the 26-yard line. About 10 yards on that play. Mules down at 35-7. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ferguson now lining up right beside Edmondson. Edmondson shotgun formation. He goes outside again. The pass is completed. It's good to Slack. So Logan Slack back-to-back passes.
It's a cool name, isn't it? Logan Slack. I like it.
I challenged Carson, or I should say Cade Bussey, to a foot race, and that didn't happen either. 6-yard gain.
He might just crush you.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a pretty strong kid, too.
Don't challenge him to a pancake eating deal either. I
saw that on his senior banner, yeah. The center for the Mules, Edmondson now. Puts a man in motion. This time he's going to keep it himself. He is going up the middle, and he is going to be near the 10-yard line, or make that near the 15. And they will mark him down all the way down to about the 12. And that is another Edmondson and hold attorneys at law first down. Picks up about 8 yards on the carry. The Mules now, once again, back in the red zone. The Baldwin Toyota red zone.
How many first downs we got, Frankie? You got
so
that?
far tonight, I do have that stat so far tonight. Right now, the Mules have 13 first downs.
That's not bad.
Ferguson Fakes it, goes inside, going to be
Another
picked
pick.
off again in the end zone.
Double coverage, threw right into it.
This one is picked off by R.J. Estridge.
Oh, you hate to see that, Frank. Had a little momentum, had a little action there. Just a little bit of an overthrow. Guy was well covered in the end zone. Bummer.
So now it'll be 1st and 10 for the Valley View Blazers. They will be on the 20-yard line.
Did we mention how good Valley View is?
Yes, we have.
Well, they got
Indeed.
good facilities down there, too.
So far tonight for the Mules, that is their 4th interception of the ball game. No turnovers right now for the Blazers. Mules have 4 of them. Cade Jenkins in on the tackle. This time as Andrew Jones with the ball. This time he's going to lose a couple of yards back to about the 18-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 12. And now we're going to get a whistle here, and I believe it's going to be an official's timeout. So we'll put the trivia question back up on the screen. Cardinal tickets are up for grabs here. I know the Cardinals ain't having the best season, but if I will tell you, on the flip side, at least my Cubbies are a little bit better this year than the Cardinals.
Wouldn't know. I don't know who you mean by when you say Cubs. What is that?
The Chicago Cubs, baby.
Never heard of them.
Tim's like,
Never heard
I'll
of
cut
them.
your mic. So the last season in which the Mules won their home opener was 2021. Who was their opponent? Was it Sumner Agape High School, Riverview Gardens, or Park Hill Central? Any idea, John? Don't tell me the answer.
I
but
got ideas. I'm an idea man, Frank.
you're an idea man. We're going to get you some scores here in just a moment from other schools going on.
How's that Jackson doing?
Right now it's 20-0 Cardinal Ritter.
Oh, I hate to see that. I wonder when the last time they got shut out was. That'd be a good trivia question.
Well, you're right, but I don't like Jackson.
1945.
So now here we go now. This one goes up the middle and it'll get a few yards, few of those 2-yard loss back. And so Gartman is back in. Gartman, he had to leave earlier for cramps. Looks like he is back in the ball game now. Got about 5 yards of that back. 3rd down and about 7. So now Gartman, he's going to air this one out. He's got a man there. It's going to be enough for a 1st down. He gets it outside to the receiver, Jones, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. They move the chains all the way out to the 42-yard line. Correction, the 37-yard line, rather. Be a 1st down. That's a gain of 14 yards. Next week, we head up the road. Oh, good pop by the Mules. Connor Stevens in on the stop that time.
You can always count on Connor to lay a lick on somebody.
He's a guy that I didn't challenge to anything, and I'm not going to.
That's right.
I'm not even going to.
Just get out of the way.
This 40-year-old knows better.
40.
I know when to pick a fight and when not
40.
to. Gartman's going to go downfield. He's got a man there. This one just over the fingertips of Andrew Jones.
Ooh.
Woo. Well, I'll tell you what, Spencer Nunn was there, also there for the Mules.
Number 2.
It's going to be J.R. Lathan,
Yeah.
my man Lathan.
Yeah.
He's a good basketball player, too.
He is a good basketball player.
Mules here's 3rd down and 2. 4:37, or make that 4:38. Nico Gaddy up there. It's going to be a 1st down and then some. So another 1st down here by, it's going to be Randy Espio. And he'll get down to the 49. That's a gain of 4. Another 1st down here for Valley View.
You're a 40, Frankie? You started
40.
doing this when you were like 7 years old?
Feel like it. I was in my mid-20s when I started.
16. Yeah, I'm not good on math, but.
Michael Lampkin is tuning in from Maryland. This one's downfield. Good coverage there by Caden, or make that by number 17 for the Mules, Caden Johnson. Also J.R. Lathan as well. So Michael Lampkin is tuning in from Maryland.
We got a lot of East Coast presence, Frankie.
How's the weather out there in Maryland?
We're more East Coast.
Morgan says we need less cowbell. That's funny because John wants to bring a cowbell here in the press box.
Only cowbell I like is on a cow.
Is on a cow. You know who sells that? Country Road Market.
There we go.
At Wapapello, one of our proud sponsors of Mules football. Jones with it. He is down the sideline. He is hit by Colt Clifford. I think he stepped out of bounds. He did. Colt Clifford making the hit going out of bounds. Otherwise, it would have been 6.
He almost got that.
He almost did. Boy, good pop by Colt Clifford. He's only a sophomore too, by the way.
I mean, we got a lot of game left here. We got to play, you know. Got to stay focused.
Got to stay focused indeed. Down to the 38-yard line. Outside again to Jones. Jones is going down the sideline. Lincoln Warren knocks him out of bounds. So Lincoln Warren, a senior for the Mules.
Big old kid, Lincoln.
Of course, his mama is Miss Warren. I call her Miss Warren. She was one of my teachers back in junior high. Now the principal at the junior high.
Class of 91, terrible class.
I feel weird by calling her by her first name, so I've always said Miss Warren.
Yeah, no, Candace.
But you can say that, but I can't say that.
Lincoln's dad, on the other hand, Jay, he's class of 90. He's a good dude.
Gotcha. He's a good dude. So now here we go now as Gartman is going to be held up. So all the way down to about the 24 now. Second down and 8. Second down and 8 now from the 24. Mules 35-7. Gartman again. This one hits Kohler right in the chest, and he's going to score. Touchdown. 24 yards out. Laird Cullen. It is now a 41-7 ball game.
Isn't it nice to feel a little fall in the air, Frankie?
It is.
It's a wonderful time of year.
Still have a huge crowd watching us right now on social media.
You know, I was thinking, Frankie, you mentioned something else you could do to improve your already really good broadcasting. That is,
stop talking.
You know, I've always wanted to get a blimp. I've always wanted to have a blimp. We need to get a blimp. I'll sponsor you, put my name on the blimp, and we'll park it up there. What do you think?
I don't know.
It won't have to be a full big blimp. I think we could get kind of a medium-sized blimp used. Of course, we don't need a title or anything.
We're going to go to break real fast. 30-second break. Mules down 42-7 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Refresh and refuel at Village Express, your ultimate fuel partner. Fill up on $30 or more in fuel and get a free fountain drink. Show your school spirit and wear a Poplar Bluffs Mule shirt and get an exclusive grab-and-go game day meal for cheap. Wings and 2 sides for just $5.99. Village Express is located on the corner of PP Highway and West Boulevard. Your official fuel partner for every Poplar Bluff football game.
Go Mules!
All right, Sean, what do you see down there as the Mules down 42-7?
I've seen the offensive players real talking with each other there during that defensive drive. They're trying to figure out ways they're going to get back into this game. They were talking with each other, so that's real encouraging to see. They're still not thinking they're out of it yet.
All right, Sean, we appreciate you, and by the next home game, we'll have the audio on the sideline taken care of. Here is the kickoff. This one right to about the 10-yard line. This one, Jones spins away, and he'll be taken down at the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 20, and that's where the Mules will take over on this drive. Mules down at 42-7. They've got that 35-point rule now in effect. So now the clock is going to continue to run until a timeout is called or the Mules can score a touchdown.
I mean, hear me out, Frank.
All right.
A blimp. Say it with me, blimp. If you got a blimp, you come rolling into town with a blimp, you roll into Jackson with a blimp, they're gonna be impressed. They're gonna see.
Tim says he's got a blimp.
We're gonna get him.
We'll put you up in the blimp.
Right on. Hey, I'll get a blimp.
We'll put a camera up there for you.
Extra helium in that thing.
Edmondson now going to hand the football off. Got a runner this time going up the middle, and Caden Jenkins with a huge run, and that'll be an Edmondson and Holt attorney at law, 1st down. So Caden Jenkins is going to get up to around, we've got a player injured it looks like for Valley View, Zion Simpson. He's going to stay in the game up to about the 33-yard line did Jenkins get. Coming close to the end of the 3rd quarter, Edmondson thought about going downfield. Now he will, and this one is going to be caught by Clifford, I believe. And that'll be Hunter Clifford. It's good to see him back on the football field. He left after that huge hit earlier this quarter. And that'll be another Edmondson and Holt attorney at law. 1st down all the way down to the 44-yard line, a gain of 11. Our ball game here today proudly presented by First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Russians Towing, Baldwin Toyota, and Ozark Legacy Partners Insurance. Jason Hayes may have said it best, first game jitters. I will agree with that. For some reason, after all this time, Tim's making me nervous. Ferguson gets the handoff. Ferguson now, he goes up to around the 45-yard line. Brings up 2nd down for the Mules. You know what? They're going to say no gain on the play, so a 2nd down and 10.
We could have a ferret cam. Hear me out. Tim trains a ferret, puts a little GoPro on the ferret, and then sends him out.
Listen, I'm not liking your ideas. It sounds like we're going to have more work.
The only ferret cam anywhere.
The only
right
ferret cam anywhere. Edmondson now, shotgun formation. This time stays out of trouble, stays up, going to hand the ball off to Hunter Clifford again, and he'll be taken out of bounds. He'll be just shy of the 1st down marker, so he's got 2 catches in a row. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and this will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Mules down 42-7. The Mules are now in Valley View territory. They are down to about the 48-yard line. So when we come back, it'll be a 3rd down and 2. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Insurance decisions shouldn't be a shot in the dark. With expert advice, personalized service, and a wide range of carriers, Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners should be your first choice. We're not just experienced agents, we're your partners. We offer a wide range of carriers for tailored coverage and better rates. So expect a handshake, a chat, and solutions that fit like a well-tailored suit. For auto, home, business, life, health, and even Medicare, make Ozark Legacy Insurance Partners your first choice for insurance. It's our family protecting your family.
So we are back here on the start of the 4th and final quarter. And this one is not going to be enough for a 1st down. So Ferguson unable to get much And I believe it's going to be down to the 47, so it's going to be 4th and 1. Cape Central leading New Madrid at 35-0. Sykeston over Crystal City 22-12. Or make that 42-0 Cape Central over New Madrid. 6 minutes to go in the 4th. And John's favorite team, the Jackson Indians, being shut out right now. They're down at 20-0.
I hate to hear it.
Edmondson with a pass to Clifford. I don't think he's going to get to the marker. I think it's going to be a turnover on downs. Yep, he did not get there. Did not get there on the 47-yard line. A turnover on downs, and it will go right back to the Valley View Blazers. Tim, let's put that trivia question back up on the screen. Want to know when the last time the Mules, or the last opponent rather, the Mules beat on their home opener. We won back in 2021. Let's find out who that opponent was. We'll do that coming up shortly. This one's going to be outside to Brady Krieb. So Krieb with his first catch of the ball game. And this one is already in Mules territory, down to about the 47-yard line of the Mules, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. 10 minutes to go here in the ball game. Going to give away some St. Louis Cardinal tickets. Looks like we have a Mules player down too. Connor Stevens, it looks like. Stevens is slow to get up, and now he's able to get up, thankfully.
Our kid plays hard.
He does.
Every play.
3rd down and 4. Third and 4 coming up. And now we're going to get a whistle. I just thought about something. Something tells me that if I was giving away Cubs tickets, I would have thousands of comments right now. Those Cubs tickets are hard to come by, John.
That's true.
I found these Cars tickets behind the back alley.
You know, Frankie, I went to a Milwaukee Brewer game earlier this summer, and it was actually a pretty interesting atmosphere. Okay. You know, I have respect for the fans. They like the game. They watch the game. Had a lot of tailgating going on. Like they tailgate all day for a baseball game.
Nice. All right.
Which you can't do in St. Louis so much, but it was nice. Weather was great. People were friendly. Food was good. Big bratwurst. It's tasty. I went uptown. I went fancy. Had a brat.
3rd down and 8 now following the penalty. It's going to be a handoff. This one is going to go up the middle and going to be close to a 1st down. Not quite on the 1st down. I don't believe the handoff this time is going to be to Randy Esbo. And it's going to bring all the way down to the 45-yard line of the Mules. And that's going to bring up 4th and about 2. They've got a new quarterback in. Madden Tatum at number 16. Up 42-7. He's going to throw it this time, and he's got a man there. It's going to be a 1st down and a little bit more. So Tatum with his first completion all the way out to the wide receiver, Leighton Holt.
Tall kid, quarterback.
To about the 40-yard line of the Mules. So a gain just enough for a 1st down.
Flag on a play. Holding, I would say.
I believe you're right. We're going to have, it's going to be a hold. Yes, it is. John, I'll give you a slice of my chocolate chip pizza following the game. How about that?
I like the sound of that.
Going to be a holding call.
I want the big one.
So we're going to give away these Cardinal tickets here in about 4 minutes. We'll do it before the end of the ball game. It's going to bring up 1st down and 20. See, those Cardinal tickets are real. We took a picture of those in my office today. Actually, Tim's office.
Yeah, you better check those. Make sure they're
Yeah, they may have been for last year. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Going to be a handoff. This one puts his head down. My goodness. Number 19 at that time for the Levi Manning puts his head down and tries to run right through the Mules defense. He's going to get back to the original, almost the original line of scrimmage, to the 41-yard line of the Mules.
Well, whoever wins those tickets, Frankie, they may need a chaperone.
Next
I'll
Sunday.
be happy to provide that service.
They're playing the Seattle Mariners, too.
Yeah, Mariner Moose.
Going downfield, the Mules. This time it's picked off. That deserves an instant replay. That one, Bryce Dobbs on the pick.
He used the hair.
Boy, great job by Bryce Dobbs. One thing about this game, I don't care how much we're down, the Mules are not going down without a fight.
No, they're still playing every snap, and that's important.
It is.
Early in the season, first game, you know, it's not going to mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of the season.
So the Mules with their first takeaway. It'll be a first down and 10 for the Mules. So now here we go now. Mules. So Corday Hightower getting the ball this time, getting his first carry of the ball game. And he's going to get it out to about the 18-yard line, a gain of about 6 yards at second down and 4. Let me see where we are on shares before we give away these Cardinal tickets. Ooh, we're at 61. Let's get to 75. What do you say, John?
I think that's a reasonable number.
That's a reasonable number. Edmondson, oh, what a pass right to Xavier Jones.
It's a great catch. Great effort on the ball.
Yes, it is. Jones with a huge catch on the 40-yard line. A gain of 22. More importantly, it is an Edmondson and hold attorneys at law. First down. We've got ourselves a timeout. And I believe it's going to be an officials timeout. It is an officials timeout, so let's stay here. Our ball game is presented by Pizza Inn, also being brought to you by Village Express, Mossy Oak Properties, Poplar Bluff Monument Works, Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, Country Road Market, also Subway here in Poplar Bluff, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge, Air Solutions, Edmondson and Holt Attorneys at Law, and being brought to you by Maverick Glass and Senator Jason Bean. There's the question. The last season in which the Mules won their home opener in 2021, what I want to know is who was their opponent? Was it Sumner Agape High School, Riverview Gardens, or Park Hill Central? I'll give you a hint. I remember that Riverview Gardens game. That was the first time we had played an opponent in this arena, and they were about 2 hours late.
Yeah, they took a wrong turn and headed to Van Buren.
They took a wrong turn somewhere.
Nobody had heard from them, and the game was about to start. That was awesome. That was
not
great.
really.
Oh, that was a nerve-wracking deal.
That was very nerve-wracking.
Nobody knew if they were going to show up.
I was about to pack it on home.
Yeah.
We got flags. Your laundry's on the football field again, John. Put that away.
Like, literally, nobody had heard from the AD or the coach or anything for like 2 months. And they took a wrong turn at 60.
All right, we got a final here, a barn burner tonight. Cape Central, they barely survived. They defeat New Madrid 42-0. Is that a barn burner?
As a squeaker.
Squeaker, as they say. So here's the deal coming up. Coming up next week, we've got an offsides. By the way, it's going to be against the Blazers. I was going to say next week we're going to be on the road. We are going to Chaminade.
There's been some interesting things we've seen.
Good job there by the Mules. Ferguson.
Yeah. That time we went over to, was it Dyersburg? First basketball game a couple years ago. That was a fun one.
Yes, it was.
Interesting game.
So Ferguson inside of Valley View Blazer territory, down to the 43-yard line. Another big first down. Miss Lewis, he is going to that cross-country meet, I believe. Edmondson airing one out, and this one overthrown his intended target.
Oh, is that Coach Lewis?
It's Coach Lewis.
Is there any truth to the rumor she's going to be the new wrestling coach? Have you heard that, Frankie?
I have not heard that. I'm not starting any rumors, Miss Lewis.
She's a 3 varsity sport head coach, which is fairly rare. I think 4 might be a record. Yeah, tomorrow, cross country. Watch them suffer.
Here we go, Edmondson now. He's back to throw. He's got Dylan Hall. Hall with the catch, and he's going to get to about the 40. Picks up around 3 yards there. Dylan Hall with the catch and run. Well, we hope you have enjoyed our camera views tonight. Tim just gets better and better. Look at him controlling stuff with a knob now. It's crazy what he's doing.
We get that ferret cam going. People are going to tune in from everywhere, Frank.
I guarantee it. Big crowd tonight. Well over 5,000 views here on Facebook. Well over 1,000 or so on YouTube. A lot of folks are streaming this game. This one goes over the fingertips. Incomplete. It was intended for Spencer Nunn. 4th down and 7 now. 3:38 to go here in the ball game. Next week, Tim and I will hit the road about noon. We're going to Chaminade. The question is, Johnny boy, you going to make the trip with us?
You never know, Frankie. I may just show up. They got decent hot dogs up there. But probably not. What is next weekend? That's September?
It's September, yeah.
Yeah.
September indeed. Oh, we got some more flags coming out. Is it going to be? Yes, it is. Another offsides against Valley View, 42-7.
Well, I'm guessing Chaminade's pretty terrible, right?
Yeah, we can go there.
I got a few D1 guys probably.
I'd say more than a few. We'll see them next week. They're in Class 5 this year, so it's not going to really help us that much.
That time we had them in basketball. We gave them all they wanted.
We did. That was in the quarterfinals in Poplar Bluff. We were there for that game. We had that game live on radio and on video.
My kid was a player on that team.
Yes, he was. Edmondson gets the ball outside. There you go, J.R. Lathan, and I believe he's got enough for a first down.
There we go.
It is enough for an Edmondson and Holt Attorneys at Law first down.
You like to see them finish strong, get something positive, just something positive to build on. I mean, it's a lopsided score, but it's they played well at times for sure. I think the defense did about as well as you could expect against a team like this. A couple of fluky scores. Offensively, they got to work out a few things, but they're going to be all right. They got the parts.
5 minutes to go in the third quarter there at Cardinal Ritter. Jackson still being shut out right now, 26-0.
Oh, terrible.
Dylan Hall with a nice catch. I was going to say my compadre there in Cardinal Ritter tells me that game is moving at a snail's pace.
Well, at least Jackson has to suffer longer, right?
I'm okay with that.
Take away from that.
Just remember, we got to go to Jackson this year.
Oh, yeah. And I will say, I like their stadium. Frankie, I'll say it because I like their stadium. It's nice.
I just don't like the press area. We're on the top of the roof. We got to climb a skinny ladder.
That's something else these guys do people don't realize is they risk life and limb climbing up these little ladders a lot of places. And carrying equipment and heavy stuff. And the ladder in Sykeston wasn't even attached to anything. I think the one in Jackson at least is sort of screwed in or at least taped on or something.
Thankfully, I'm light as a feather.
Very ambidextrous.
Yeah.
Very cat-like.
Cat-like reflexes.
Me, not so much.
3rd down and 5.
I never wanted to join the Navy because I didn't want to end up on a submarine. So
well, I'll tell you what, a lot of folks still tuning in tonight. We appreciate them. It's 9:20 on a Friday night. Mules down 42-7. Coming up on the minute mark, Mules would love to score a touchdown to at least get some of those points back. Edmondson gets a block. He's going down the sideline, still on his feet, and he'll have enough for an Edmondson and Holt Attorney at Law first down. make no mistake about it, this is a great team that we're facing. The Mules are going to figure a few things out, and it's not going to take long, and I believe this team is going to catch a lot of fire this season. I really believe that.
Yeah, their sky's the limit with this team. They've had the parts. They're replacing a lot of good players from last year. They got some good senior leadership, and they're not going to quit.
They're not.
They're going to regroup, come back, and be better.
They really will. Edmondson now. Here we go as Edmondson gets the snap, and he is going to go toward the end zone. And did he get in? Touchdown, Mules!
Right on. That's nice.
It is a 9-yard touchdown run, and the Mules get some points back. It'll be a Barker's Towing and Auto Repair replay. And that'll be enough to get us maybe a little bit of maybe some firecracker emojis or whatnot.
Hey,
Why not? Let's
right
support these boys.
Yes. It's not easy.
It's not easy being cheesy, as they say.
No kidding.
So now, here comes Hunter Clifford now coming in for the extra point attempt. 9 seconds. There you go, Stacy and Sarah. This one is up and good, and the Mules now trail 42-14. So the Mules get another score back, and tell you what, coming up, we're going to be talking to the coach. By the way, let's go ahead now real quickly, Tim. Last chance. Let's get those shares. Let me check our shares real quickly. We've got the answer, and we've got the winner. There we go. We're about 4 shares away from 70. So here we go. In the last season in which the Mules won their home opener in 2021, who was the opponent? Was it Sumner, Agape High School, Riverview, or Park Hill Central? Before we give the answer, do you know it, John?
I don't even know it, Frankie.
You do too.
I don't know it. I'm going to say Agape.
All right.
Yep.
Tim, go ahead and put that answer on the screen. It is Agape. Mules won that ball game 48-10. So there you go. That is the last time the Mules won their home opener, and our winner of the Cardinal tickets for Saturday, or I should say Sunday, September the 8th, it is
Angie Hefner.
Angie Hefner is the winner
and I will
of
be chaperoning. That's part of the deal.
That'll be the family 4-pack of St. Louis Cardinal tickets.
It's a family 3-pack, Frankie.
No, it's a family of 4-pack.
I thought it was a family 3-pack.
No, family of 4.
Well, bummer.
So here we go now. Here is the kickoff, and this one is going to be down inside the 30-yard line to about the 27, and that's where this game will come to a close as the Mules here tonight are going to end up in fall tonight, 42-14. Now coming up here in just a moment, we're going to be joined by one of our coaches. I believe Coach Austin Jefferson is going to be joining us coming up in just a few moments. So make sure and stick around for that, as this game is going to come to an end here tonight. Poplar Bluff is going to fall to 0-1 on the season. But like we said earlier on, I really do believe that this team is going to really pick things up, and I really believe that this team is going to do some great things here this season, John.
Yes, indeed, Frankie. They've got the parts, and the score does not represent how they played tonight. Really good team we're playing here. A few fluky plays, a couple of breakdowns on some things. But overall, I think we have the pieces to have a good team this year.
I think we do.
I'm excited about the team this year. We got some good senior leadership. Jay, he had 4 picks, whatever it was, but he also ran the ball well, 2 touchdowns. He's gonna only get better as well and be a leader for this team. They're not going to give up. They're going to coalesce, and they're going to do well. I'm optimistic for the season.
I really am too. And real quickly, Angie, congratulations, and we'll get a hold of you on Monday, or make that Tuesday. I'll try to send you a message coming up this weekend. Look at this guy right here. We've got a band member right here coming up and hanging out with us. We appreciate him, the Show Me Marching Band. The Mules fall tonight, and coming up, we will have a live interview with one of our assistant coaches, Austin Jefferson. He is going to make his way, I believe, over to the press box. So we'll talk to him coming up about this loss here tonight. More importantly, where he sees things for the Poplar Bluff Mules. So in the meantime, let's go to a quick break. We'll come right back. Mules fall tonight, 42-14. You're watching and listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Attention farmers. Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire is running a farm special on tractor tires until the end of the year. Yes, you heard that correctly. Until the end of the year, Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire carries all the big names you know and trust. They also offer all sizes. No matter what size tractor you have, they can get you taken care of. For all of your tractor tire needs, call Kevin's Auto Repair and Tire at 573-840-5053 and ask for Shannon Bradley. That's 573-840-5053.
We know that having a strong defense is key to winning any game, and that's why you need Edmondson and Holt, attorneys at law, by your side. Just like the Mules face challenges with grit and determination, Edmondson and Holt will handle your legal matters with that same drive and commitment. From complex cases to straightforward advice, Edmondson and Holt is the strong local defense you need. For a free consultation, call Edmondson and Holt at 573-785-0127.
And we are back here, and let's go ahead and talk about this game just a little bit here. We're still waiting for Coach Jefferson right now. As you can see in your screen, if you're watching us still on Facebook and YouTube, the team right now is huddled on the 50-yard line. So we want to be respectful, and we want to make sure that we allow the team to have what they are doing down there. And of course, as soon as they are done, I'm assuming that Coach Jefferson is going to walk over here and talk to us on the air. In the meantime, let's talk about this game a little bit. And even though the Mules did not come up with the win here tonight, the Mules still, there was a lot of things the Mules can talk about, and they still have a lot going for them, even though the Mules coming up short tonight, 42-14. Poplar Bluff still ended up overall with 356 yards of offense. That is something that should not be taken lightly. The Mules had 143 yards on the ground. Mules averaging overall about 4 yards per play, and that is about 5 yards per play. And that is exactly what the Mules really wanted to do during this game, was to average positive yardage, and so far that's kind of what they did. They were able to really, come out here, and they were able to do a lot of good things on the ground, and of course through the air. We did see a lot as this game really kind of went. And of course we'll get John Scott here. And even though the Mules fell tonight, you got to be impressed with the way they really held their heads high. And of course the Mules, even though they did not come away with the win here tonight, we see Austin Jefferson coming up, so we'll get him on here in just a minute. We'll let Coach Jefferson walk over here, and we'll let him get on the air. So we'll talk to him a little bit. There was a lot of good things that we can talk about here tonight with this game. I thought the Mules' ground game was really executed very well, especially in that second half. I've got the coach now, Austin Jefferson, with us, and I know that this is going to sting for the boys for a while, but let me tell you, from what I saw up here, I was able to see a lot of growth from this team What say you?
Absolutely. And you know, if you tell me that this is going to be the worst game that we have all season, we'll take it right now, week one. You know, they came in with a lot of energy, but at the same time, we can't let that, you know, mess up our flow of the game. We still got to play assignment football, and for the most part, we didn't do that tonight. You know, we can't start rolling our own. Guys didn't do a good job of blocking outside and up front, so that's just something we got to work on at practice. But the guys, you know, they'll let it hurt, and it's a good thing. You know, we'll turn this into a lesson, and we'll move on and grow from there.
Something I did want to talk about here, and I'll start with it first off, and let's talk about your offensive and defensive line. I mean, these guys would not budge all night long. Lincoln Warren, Bryce Dobbs, we said those guys' names, Cade Bussey, quite a bit here tonight.
Absolutely. You know, those guys, they show up, they work hard, and they listen, and they've been playing the game together for a long time. So it's a great thing to see it all come together now. And a lot of those guys, you know, they're seniors, you know, and they really, really want it. But at the same time, they can't do it by themselves. It's going to take everybody, and they do a good job of, you know, leading the locker room. But at the same time, they got to know when it's time to buckle down and take care of business. That's what we need them to step up and be leaders for. And, you know, for the most part, they do a pretty good job of that.
I think 2 plays is what it come down to, Coach. We had a block punt there near the end zone, which resulted in a 1-play score, and then the interception went back the other way for a touchdown. Could have been some penalties on that as well, but take away those 2 plays itself, and I think it's a much different ball game.
Absolutely. And hats off to Valley View. You know,
sure.
They're a good team, and, you know, one could say we probably underestimated them, but, you know, they do a good job at what they do, and we do a good job at what we do. But at the same time, those things are unfortunate, and they do happen in a football game, but that's what, you know, practice is for, watching the film and just learning from those mistakes and hoping to get better and come back, and those things don't happen.
And, of course, let's talk about the ground game here tonight. Jay Edmondson making plays happen, whether he's throwing the ball, whether he's running the football. There were several times he was stopped in the backfield and still able to make something out of nothing.
Absolutely. He's got great eyes, you know, and he can make those offensive linemen look well even if 1 or 2 miss a block up front. But for the most part, you know, he's a great player. He takes criticism, you know. Not one of his best nights tonight, but we're not going to hold that against him. He's going to learn just like everybody else, and we're going to grow from it. You know, he's a great competitor. He's a great leader in the locker room, and it shows. You know, he was uplifting everybody, even with the mistakes he may have made tonight. But, you know, that's the great thing about practice, and we're definitely going to, you know, watch the tape on this, and we're going to get better.
Does Dylan Hall realize he's 5'8" because he is making catches like he's 6'6"?
Dylan Hall, you know, he's a great receiver. He's a great football player. He does play both sides, and he was one that was nursing an injury for the better part of the week, and for him to come back out, he wants it, man. Those seniors really, really want it. So whatever it takes, and it's what we said before, it takes everybody. So those seniors do a good job of leading by example, and, you know, if they're hurt, they're going to still play. If it's not broken, you know, they're going to get out there and give it everything that they got. So he does a great job for us.
Hunter Clifford got popped. He had to come out for a few plays and still came back in, was still making catches. I've been saying this all summer. I said it tonight. I think between him and Coach Clifford, we're watching something very special.
Absolutely. Those guys do a great job, and the receivers know it. It's more than just, you know, the routes and catching the ball. We got to also block better, you know, when we're running the ball and such. But, you know, Hunter, he even said, don't take me out after that. I'm good, Coach. But, you know, we want to make sure that we're protecting him. And we got guys after him that can step up to the plate and do what he does. And, you know, they're a special talent. They're a special group. And we're not going to let this get to us. But I got high hopes for this senior class and the whole team.
Mules were 5 out of 12 on third down conversions tonight, 42%, 3 out of 5 on fourth down. Third down, were you happy with that number?
No, and it's something that we got to work on. You know, fourth down, you know, whether it's 1 yard, 2 yards, you know, we got to get it. And, you know, it takes, I always tell them, you know, it takes 11 to win, it takes 1 to lose. So don't be that one that costs us that, you know, have to turn over the ball. So if we can better those numbers, you know, this could be a different ball game. But every play matters. Every down matters. Every snap matters. You know, and the one play that we take off could result into a loss. So, you know, we're going to watch film very, very deep tomorrow morning, and hope to just learn from everything that did go wrong tonight, and hopefully we can get better at it and get ready for Chaminade.
Couple of more questions. We'll get to that in just a minute. But in your mind, I don't want to end this on a low note. I want to talk about a high note here. So in your mind, I know we didn't get the victory, But the Mules never gave up, my man. They fought every play, all 32, or I should say, whatever it is, 42 minutes. They fought all the way through, and, of course, tonight, if you had to pick a couple players that really stood out in your mind, who would they be?
Well, and before I get to that was Coach Manning's, speech to him before the game is whatever it takes, however long it takes, resilient, perseverance, that's all we want. And this is a very, very tough group. I think those guys, like I said, that were nursing injuries for the better part of the week, those guys were really the ones that, stood out for me, that no matter, what they were dealing with, they were going to come out here and do what they had to get it done. Guys like Dylan Hall, he does a great job. Colt Clifford being so young, he's really a key part of the offense. He did a good job in his first, in his debut tonight. So it takes everybody. And I think everybody can learn something from this. And when one guy goes down, it's next man up. So everybody, we don't get discouraged because, one doesn't play as much or whatever. They just want to win. The guys want to win. And no matter who it is or what it takes, they're going to bounce back from this, and we'll be looking forward to next week.
It's a short week for sure, but now we turn our attentions to Chaminade. I believe in 7 nights it's going to be a much different team that we're going to see on the football field. What will you guys do this weekend, more particularly with it being a holiday weekend, to get ready for Chaminade? And for the Mules, it'll be our first road trip of the year, which will be one of our longest. So what are your thoughts going into the weekend? And more importantly for the boys, how would they adjust and get ready for Chaminade in 7 nights?
Let it hurt. If we were to win, we'll enjoy it for tonight, and then we get ready for the next week. So tonight, they're just going to take it in for what it is, and then tomorrow we're just going to game plan for Chaminade. It's been a while since we faced them, so we're going to just do whatever it takes to get it done. From what I know, that they're a pretty good team, and I know that we're a pretty good team. So we just got to just go back to what we've been doing all summer, and I think we do that to the best of our ability. It should be a different outcome for us.
Can I make you smile before you leave out of here tonight? And I'm not trying. I mean, we took a loss. I get it.
Absolutely.
But Jackson is being shut out right now 38-0. So that should put a smile on your face.
I'll take that.
Okay.
I'll take that, but I do know who they're facing.
Yes, they are. I know who they're facing as well.
And I heard that they're in our district.
They are. They're the reigning champs in Class 5.
We'll worry about that when we get to them, but we're just, we're going to take tonight for what it is and get ready for Chaminade next week.
I know it was tough coming over here. I know that you guys were meeting there on the 50-yard line. So before you leave, what was the message to the team as you guys stood there together, all the coaches? It seems like, and we were watching the backside of things, but it seemed like the boys, even though we lost, they were still very much in-depthly in tune to what you guys were saying.
And it goes back to that last drive we had. We ended up scoring there late in the game, and if we just do that at the beginning, those guys know that we can do it, but, we just have to go out there and do it, and Coach Manning, he's a big uplifting coach, and he wasn't down on the guys. Nobody was down on the guys because they gave good quality effort the entire game. Sure, they may have been tired or whatnot, but they didn't let the external factors of tonight get to them, whether it was the weather or the crowd tonight. They knew what they had to come in and do, and Valley View is a good team, and hats off to them, but we're a good team too, and we're going to just learn from it, and that's what he said. We're going to learn from it, and we're going to get better.
We had a great crowd tonight too, Coach. It was amazing to see this many fans on both sides.
Absolutely. It's great. It seemed like it, we just finished up last year, and here we are. We're right back to, Mills football. So we appreciate the crowd coming out tonight, and we hope that they continue to come out because we're going to get better from this.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for the opportunity. Tell Mom and Dad that we said hello.
Absolutely.
And be safe. We'll see you next Friday night in Chaminade.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Frankie.
You betcha. Austin Jefferson joining us live, one of our assistant coaches. He coaches the wide receivers. He'll be our post-game interview every week, win or lose. He'll be over here to talk football with us, and we appreciate everything that he does with this football team to give us the time, and believe me, it was well worth the wait. Real quickly, I want to say congratulations again to our 2 winners tonight. Tiffany Sutton of Poplar Bluff. She picked up the gift card from Academy Sports and Outdoors. And then Angie Hefner also picking up that family 4-pack of St. Louis Cardinal tickets. We'll get a hold of each of you coming up over the weekend, so that way you can come by and pick up your prizes. By the way, next week in Chaminade, we're giving away, I don't want to give it away, but I'll tell you what it is. It is a family feast next week from Pizza Inn in Poplar Bluff. And no, John, you're not eligible to win that either. He's got his smile like, hey, we can go there too next week, but he can't win. We're going to do that coming up next week, so we'll get John back on the air real quickly, and we'll get final thoughts here tonight as the Mules fall 42-14. You heard Coach Jefferson talk, so what say you? Close us out, your final thoughts on the night.
Yeah, Frankie, I'm optimistic for the program. I like Coach Manning. I think the coaches are bought in on the deal. The crowd was huge tonight. We had great viewership. I think the players are engaged. Tough game, get the loss, but they played well at times. They've got the players they need, I think, to come together and have a good season, and I like the way the program's growing. I do.
I really do too. Mules fall tonight 42-14. We'll figure out from John if he'll be with us next week, but if not, I'll be with you. Tim will be with you, and we'll bring you the game live from Chaminade. We'll be on the radio, we'll be on Facebook, we'll be on YouTube. So we're bringing this whole production on the road next week. And John, have a safe and happy Labor Day weekend. The unofficial end of summer begins on Monday. And we'll see you very soon, my friend.
Thank you, Frankie.
You betcha. Also, a big shout-out to Sean Manning, who was on the sideline. We'll get that crowd mic fixed, and we'll make the audio 10 times better coming up next week as well. Our broadcast tonight proudly presented by our good friends at First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, Russians Towing, Baldwin Toyota, Ozark Legacy Partners Insurance, Mossy Oak Properties. Also being brought to you by Poplar Bluff Monument Works, our good friends at Village Express Pizza Inn, Barker's Towing and Auto Repair, Country Road Market, Subway here in Poplar Bluff, Christian Automotive and Tire Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge Air Solutions, Edmondson and Holt Attorneys at Law, Maverick Glass, and Senator Jason Bean. A few more folks we want to say thank you to, and that is a huge shout out to our general manager and sales manager, Chereska Stockton, our sales representatives of Courtney Snyder, Jessica Wrinkle, and Nikki Paget. Once again, for Sean Manning, he's Tim Hicks. I'm Frankie Castile. We're saying so long from Poplar Bluff. Mules fall 42-14. Back on the air next Friday night as we'll be live in Chaminade. Pregame at 6:20 and kickoff at 7 p.m. Thanks again for listening and watching, and we'll see you back here next time. You've been listening and watching Mules Football Live on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.